We are here, chat. Hello, hi.
We're doing it.
We're doing it. We're gonna go around the table today, introduce who we are, and get a just a minor recap because not a lot happened last session. Um, and we are down one small angry flower, but the show must go on. So here we are. Thrawn, if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself first, you're on the lineup.
What's up, everybody? I'm Thrawn. I am the captain of this here ship. I am a sometimes captain of this here crew. Depends on the day what we're doing. I am a human envoy, and I've spec'd into a lot of like support role type stuff, healing and buffing and debuffing.
Beautiful. Oh, if I cannot just die for 1 second. Next up, we have Otto.
Motto. I am a mechanic Brenrear. If you don't know what a Brenrear is, it's just an otter. It's a human-sized otter. One part mechanic, one part sniper, and I don't know how, but I've found myself in a position to be a lot of the logic sometimes, and it doesn't make sense to me.
It's typically how that works. Next up, we have Denver.
Hey, I'm playing Denver. Haven't put the voice on yet. I'm fighting some sort of sickness, so forgive me there. But I'm playing a tiefling operative, also the ship's pilot, and I'm a damn good one at that. And I'm the reason that Otto has to be the logic more often than not.
I love it. The real question that chat wants to know: are you down with the sickness?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Nobody laugh.
Oh wow!
Please.
Thank
I don't
you.
get it.
Next up, we have Kali.
Hey there, I'm Kali, and I'm a Patra soldier and a gunner on the ship. And I don't really have any other roles.
Shooty shoot. That's what you do. Oh, and you also do the stealing things.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Zurat.
Hey, that's me. I am Zerat. I am a Sheeran mystic. On this ship I act as the magic officer, and off the ship I act as the magic officer, but in a different capacity. So, yeah, that's me.
That is just so good. So good. Next up, we have Ferrix. It's like he has this memorized in what order we go, or just who's on the next up on the board.
Maybe sometimes. I'm Ferrix. I'm the friendly interstellar technomancer. I'm a human. I'm a science officer. An archaeologist. What else? I take a lot of notes. That's me. That's my job.
So good. And then, last but not least, Domino.
I'm Domino, the Vesk, the token Vesk, and the ship's chief mate. I'm a vanguard, and they call me Domino because when I fall, everyone else falls.
Yeah.
Well,
We just learned that right now.
right.
I was gonna say I don't think anybody's ever said that.
Well,
Not
it might be
until
true. I fell once,
now. Once.
then I got back up.
Interesting indeed. So what happened last time? The group got back to Absalom Station and began to rest up a little bit after completing their mission on Castrovel. Over a couple of days, Denver and Sunny were able to go ahead and get looked over and see exactly what is happening with the curse, as well as if there's any changes going on with this since it was touched by 2 people instead of 1. It looks like the curse is seeming to be, from what Ferrix found out after doing countless hours of research on it, is that the curse seems half of as effective as it typically is, because it looks like it was split between 2 different people. But they are still cursed nonetheless. They did send Ferrex off with a tablet that did have all the research, so that way Ferrex could continue to research as time went on. Thrawn and Kali went to Starfinder with, I believe it was Zerat, to go and figure out, one, how do they get their upgrade for Owl to not be Owl Light. They received their update. Kali asked for some books for Sunny, and Thrawn was able to have a one-on-one conversation with Lieutenant Chris, where she advised him that the Vesk are here and seemed to have a good case to bring 2 of the wanted party members from the Veskarium back to the Veskarium based off the treaty that was signed oh so long ago between the Veskarium and Absalom Station in the Pact Worlds. As Thrawn received that information, Thrawn continued the following day to get a little bit more information on exactly the process was for this hearing. Found out it was going to be very exclusive, where pretty much is only going to be the leaders of each planet in the Veskarium, as well as the head of Absalom Station and the Pact Worlds, and of Starfinder. And Lieutenant Chris suggested that you guys get off of Absalom Station and the Pact Worlds as quickly as possible, and just not be around just in case the hearing went in the favor of the Veskarium. Along with that, Kali was able to follow a drow individual who went to the uppermost part of Absalom Station, and Kali was able to go ahead and swipe a very illegal weapon off of an individual, bring it back, and is now a new owner of a sweet laser pistol. But other than that, you guys did decide to, once that Starfinder got a hold of the ship and made sure everything was in working condition, food was restocked, you guys were able to go ahead and leave, as Denver took some time with Al and plotted a course to make sure that there could be a getaway if needed, but also try to help give time for Domino to figure out how to work themselves out of this situation that they find themselves in. Thanks to Denver and Al having a slight miscommunication, Denver told Al, hey, remember, we're going to the Vast. And you guys left the atmosphere of Absalom Station and launch yourself into the Drift. Al knows how much time you guys are in the Drift with. I'm not sure if Denver's perceptive enough to look at how much time is going to be on their destination, on their piloting area. But that's where we left off. You guys are currently inside of the Drift.
I've got an issue to take. You said we're working out my problem, but there was another one of us that is also running from the Vest.
I mean, that's
Putting
fair.
that back.
That's fair.
Put that into the.
We also found out exactly. We also found out Kali is also a one. We found out a long time ago Kali was an outlaw, but we found out that she is also running from the Veskarium. Denver and Otto are running from the more or less mob on Absalom Station, and the everyone else sort of is just thriving and being, the best space navigators they can be.
I don't remember exactly the number I quoted, but it was a good amount of money. That
it was like 900 to $1 million.
In-game money.
Mm-hmm. That's more than like your ship costs. But yes, you guys are in the Drift. It is day 1 of being inside of the Drift. Denver, if you do not mind, go ahead and rolling a piloting check. I know that's super difficult for you to do as you are flying through the Drift. You guys turn off your Drift engine and then continue to go through the Drift using your thrusters as you guys typically do. because the drift engine only needed to go in and out of the drift, not while you are inside.
It's a 22.
22. You guys go ahead and flying through without any sort of issue, because there's a lot of days you're going to be in the drift. I think it'd be fun to have the players roll the D100s and see what the fate looks like for today. So we'll go ahead and, you know what, Denver, since you're the one that kicked us into the drift, you can go ahead and take that first roll of that D100 for me.
Pilot's choice.
All right, but just remember that if it's something dumb, it's not my fault.
Now is this a chart? Is the higher down, lower down on the chart you go is like the more dangerous the situation?
You know, I'm not going to reveal that situation, but I have a really cool thing that we're going to be using to define on how combat, or not combat, but how many encounters you're going to be getting within the drift. So it's going to be a fun time.
Cool.
I got a 13.
13. As you go ahead and are flying through the drift, you guys spend probably the first 3 hours flying through. Denver, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
It's 17.
17. First thing you notice, as you're entering the drift, it says destination arrival in 22 days. Or 21 days and 21 hours.
Hey, Al. I think. What the hell? What is this? I'm kind of pointing out the time on the thing.
I don't have eyes. What are you referring to?
I think. Why are we just heading? Why is it 21 ass days in the drift? What the fuck?
Processing. Playing recording. And it's just you saying, hey, Al, remember, to the vast. As requested, we are heading to the vast via the drift.
All right. Hey, I think there might have been a miscommunication. We had that course planned out where we were gonna hang out in the diaspora for a little bit and then maybe head on out to Eox, because ain't nobody gonna look on Eox. But whatever. If anybody asks, I don't know shit. All right.
As discussed, that was plan B, not to the vast.
Yeah, Al, did you not hear when I asked the captain A or B? They said B, and I said, all right, cool. Did you not hear that?
They play the recording back of that conversation. You did not say it's plan B. You said to the vast.
I'm upset.
I'm sorry.
All right. All right. I'm going to hop on, comms to the ship. Hey, y'all, you know what? Now, don't get mad. All right. Al and I had a little bit of a miscommunication, but we're going to be in the drift for about 22 days.
You just hear footsteps going up to the bridge.
Hey, Al, lock the bridge. Al, lock the bridge.
Sorry, you're not the captain. I cannot take that order.
Al, lock the bridge.
Reply back on the comms, do we have the fuel and power for that?
I don't. Do we have the fuel and power for that?
Yeah, I was about to ask you that, but
I mean, engine-wise, we should be fine. I'm not in control. I can't see the fuel levels. Just check your dash.
do we? Looking at the flight console, do we have the means to do this?
I mean, it doesn't say the gauge of time, and then equals fuel equals good. It just says you have a full tank of gas.
All right. It does it have one of those handy X amount of miles till empty kind of readers?
Yeah, it does. I mean, you don't know how exactly,
Wouldn't it be light years?
length works when you're going through a different dimension and then out of dimension. And I mean, you guys flew for a week without having to worry about, you guys weren't even close to running low on fuel when you guys left and then drifted back. And that was roughly about 2 weeks. So
I
it
feel
should be
like-
relatively fine.
I think we learned from our
feel
last
like-
campaign we should just ignore fuel.
Yeah, before
Remember
someone
the,
makes a magical item that just makes fuel all the time. See if I ever do that again.
Turns out it's infinite.
Right, weird. Glug, 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 glug. You don't think it'd be an issue?
You know, readout says we got a full ass tank, so I think we're gonna be all right.
I walk in.
All right,
Ow.
you and
Out like the
Denver-
bridge.
or you and Domino both sort of like arrive at the bridge entrance at the same time.
Team meeting, bridge. So,
Oh god.
so you plotted a course that you were supposed to keep secret,
Yeah.
and now you're telling us that we're going to be drifting for 22 days.
Yeah. Al, give him the particulars.
It's just a audio projection of Denver saying, "Hey, out to the vast."
See,
shit.
now there was a little bit of a miscommunication there because we had a plot. We had plotted a course that was going to take us to Diaspora. Then we were going to go over to Eox for a little bit, and then after that, depending on if the heat had died down or not, then we were going to go to the Vast. I thought we were on the same page. Turns out we were definitely not on the same page. So that I'm going to say that is what it is, and that nobody's to blame in this situation. It's just a learning experience all the way around. Al is very literal.
And what was your
I'm a
plan once we
computer.
got to the vest?
Well, see now, it depends on if the heat had died down and if we actually had to go. I was planning on not really having to go to the vast, so I mean, like I said, it's a learning experience. Nobody's really at fault for anything around here. We just we figure it out and we go from there.
It's okay if we run out of food. I hear Tiefling is slow roasting over the fire.
That hurts.
I've got food. That should not be an issue.
I mean, we could also just eat, have a salad named Sunny.
I can.
For
Might as
just
well my
throw
food.
it
Hey, whoa, hold on now. We've been in the drift all of maybe a couple of hours and we're already talking about eating each other. What the hell is this shit? All right.
He started it. He threw out his partner's food. And
Wow.
my partner's food, so his partner gets food.
Hey, Al.
Yes, Captain.
How many days worth of food do we have if we ration appropriately?
Scanning. 30 days.
Cool. So we fucked up. I need to go plan how to get us away, get through the bureaucracy that is the entirety of the Vest government while also keeping us alive. So I'm going to need y'all to handle this. Figure out how to get us to a planet so that we can refuel and get more food.
Okay.
I'll check in, but I'm considering this problem solved.
Now, I like the idea of just randomly dropping out and seeing where we land up. And if we don't like it, we roll the dice again.
That sounds. Yeah, nah. Ferrex looks like they have an opinion on the matter, and I feel like they're a little bit better spoken on it. So, Ferrex, take it away.
Well, usually what happens when you just drop out of the drift is you could end up literally anywhere. In a sun, in a planet, next to a planet, next to a black hole, in the black hole. So just dropping out might kill us all. Or it might lead us to exactly where we want to be. It's probably a 1 in 2,786,037. Carry some
So
decimals.
what are the odds on death?
Heavy.
A lot. Very high. Like 76%.
Seems a little higher than what I thought.
Do we know where we're gonna arrive to once we make it to the vast?
Probably the beacon that they set.
Yeah. Hey, Al. Which beacon did you grab onto for the vast?
Calculate it.
You have to count. All right, whatever.
Again, I think this computer's got a loose sector in its hard drive.
I heard that.
Oh yeah.
It's going to be in the Zadararian system.
Zatarans.
Like.
When it said it, you
Right.
really when it said it, it toned out for a little bit, almost like it was having a hard time processing the information.
Zatararian.
All
Can
right,
I
well,
roll recall knowledge
Sure.
on, what would that, maybe culture?
Yeah, definitely culture.
I mean, can't you just pull up a map?
Google it, but we're in the drift.
No, we should have maps installed.
Oh.
I mean, very
Uh,
little of the vast is explored. Very, very little.
22 on culture.
22.
Shit, that might be piloting, actually. I don't know. Whatever. you want.
No, that's navigating. You have not heard of this galaxy. Anyone is more than welcome to make a culture check if you would like to.
I got a 25, but
25,
I rolled a crit, 22.
22,
I got a 26.
26,
16.
16. Did anyone else want to roll a culture check?
No, I wouldn't
Maybe it's
help.
near my home.
Anyone with a 25 or higher?
Come on.
Sorry,
It's physically impossible for me.
sorry. Get cultured. 25 or higher. It's actually the Zidarian galaxy. There is a total of 13 planets within that grouping. But it has most of the planets have not been explored. Only one has in particular. And that planet is Palrion, but it's Palrion. And it's mostly an aquatic planet closest to the sun.
Warm
are they
waters.
habitable?
Yes, but mostly by entities that live underwater. There is some, roughly about 15% of the planet population lives above water.
Well, it's
I've
gonna be
never
a
heard of
good
it.
old time swimming.
Does this
I mean,
place
I'm
sound
fine with that.
familiar?
Well, it's a barely explored sector that has a lot of aqua planets.
Is that where you're
They
from,
big-
Otto?
No.
Gotcha.
Is there a place where we can refuel, restock up once we arrive in the system?
Maybe. If they have some terrain. We'll have to find a planet with land on it, I guess. And hope that they have a port and aren't primitive.
Well,
How
I
long-
guess if we're laying low, we might as well see where this leads us to.
How long would it take us to get back if we needed to hop out of the drift?
Well,
Only
if
2
we
days, probably.
if we just go back to Absalom, it won't take that long because of the compass.
I recommend we keep an eye on our fuel, and if it gets too low, pull the cord. Whatever the phrase is that is applicable to our situation.
He just said if we did that, there's 70% chance we die.
If we run out of fuel, there's probably a more percent chance we'll die.
I feel like this is a good time to bring up the fact that when we were in the drift, Collie and I saw some weird dragon, and it just like popped in and was like, "Hey, what up?" and then like left, and it was weird. I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely a little weird. So, I mean, if we run out of fuel in the drift, we're yeah.
A drift dragon?
I don't know what the hell it was. It was a big ass dragon.
I'll have to search your rooms later. We don't want any funny jazz cabbage on this ship.
All we need on this ship. Hell yeah.
I can assure you, you will definitely find some cabbage.
I have Twinkies.
Wait, does the cabbage play like the saxophone or something?
He's talking about weed.
Okay.
I believe that's from the party funds we discussed last time.
I must have been busy.
Well, we got some time, and I have some bikes that I need to go make sure don't explode. So I'll see you for dinner, and just walk away.
I do need to run some numbers. Now that we're in another plane of existence, perhaps this curse is put on delay. I don't know. I just wander out, muttering to myself while looking at my notes in my data pad.
Okay.
Zerat will go ahead and pop a vitamin in his mouth. Well, if anybody else does not want to eat for the day to save rations, I have 4 more.
I mean, yeah, why not? I'll partake.
I'll float one over to you.
I'll
Tastes like artificial grape.
Cough medicine.
I mean, I appreciate you making it so where I don't need to eat today, but like, yeah, that was the thing. That was less than ideal.
I suppose I'll take one as well, since I'm the biggest one here. I'll probably consume the most food.
I have orange and banana.
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 Always wondered what these ape food tastes like.
It tastes like the Runts candy bananas too.
The good ones.
Yeah, not the Laffy Taffy kind.
The banana runs are the best runs.
For the 22 days, you could just skip over me on the activities until bikes are finished.
Okay. After everyone breaks apart, Denver, you see a ship almost enter from the side and pull right in front of you and continue to fly.
I'll lay on the horn.
We have a horn.
I mean,
The sound doesn't travel through a vacuum.
So yeah, you land the horn and nothing happens on the other side.
no.
Is the drift a vacuum, though?
Yes.
I mean, the horn would be just an emergency communication to the closest ships of a loud noise, maybe.
Either way, that ship comes through. Do I need to like do anything? Is it easily avoidable?
They are actually flying faster than what you're flying currently. They're a smaller
okay.
ship, but they are um, quite maneuverable.
Okay. Looking at it, can I tell what kind of ship it is?
Go ahead and make a culture check for me.
All right, this would be -5 to the DC because of my ace pilot.
Yes,
That's a 25.
it is an Eoxian ship. Looks like a
Ooh.
scout.
All right. That just. Hey, Captain, we got a ship out here. Eox in nature, little scout. Look like they don't want nothing to do with us, but for transparency's sake, looping you in.
Oh, okay. All right. No, this is a good thing. Hey, Rix, Zerat, is there a world where we can follow this ship to where it is going?
I would have to roll for that one. I don't know. Roll some physical science. I got a 20.
With a 20, excuse me. It is not possible to follow the drift because when you go into the drift, more or less, you are put onto a point A to point B, and you're just following a line. So a ship can enter the drift and hop onto that line, but their dot may not connect to a different one. More or less,
Okay.
if you were to leave, it it may not put to the exact same spot where they're going because they have a beacon that they have locked onto.
What if we tied a rope between the two ships and then they pulled us?
If you guys were able to get close enough, one of them would come true. You don't know which one it would unless you put both of them together and then sent both through the drift at the exact same time. Then that would work. But otherwise, you don't know who would pull who.
Zerat's not the person to ask.
I relay all of that.
Yeah, and I think I'm not asking. Your very technical definition of how the drift works is much appreciated. I'm asking for some janky bullshit though. Can we science the fuck out of this and get out of the drift in a location close to where they're going? Is that a thing? Is that how this works, or are we just shit out of luck?
Well, you
Like,
see,
can you science it? That's my question.
the precision of the beacons, and I go into technobabble that basically says no, but it's over articulated. I explain everything too much in sciencey forms.
And I ask if you can, every time you reference a technical piece of anything, I ask if it can be scienced. Can we fuck with that at all? No. Okay. Can we fuck with that at all? No. Okay.
No, we don't have the ability to break the laws of physics completely. We have to stay within the technological structure of our ship.
Great.
I'm not a witch warper. I'm sorry.
What was the crew's decision, by the way? I've been in my room.
This has roughly been an hour since discussion was had. So I don't know if the crew came together and figured out how we're fixing it yet.
Well, as Ferric so eloquently explained, if we try to hop out of the drift, there's a 70% chance we are fucked. So, Denver is keeping an eye on fuel, and if we can make it there and back, I believe that is the plan for now. If not, we'll have to hope we don't die. But Domino has not told us whether or not he needs to go to the diaspora or AOX or who knows. So maybe we're just trying to wait this one out. We haven't really discussed that part.
The plan is continue on the course.
Correct. And hopefully we don't die in the process.
So negative.
I'm hopeful we don't die in the process.
It's better.
But there was a dragon mentioned. I'm not sure what that is, but it does not sound pleasant.
Outstanding. Well, I had hope, and I went from hope to no hope. So this has been a great conversation. I'm going to go back to assuming that we're going to get through this and figuring out what we're going to do on the other side.
Hopefully you purchased the scuba suit, because I heard it is wet where we're going.
Hopefully I did.
I did.
Of course you did. You're always prepared.
Nothing else seems to happen for the remainder of the evening, unless there is something you guys would like to partake and do for the first day. Go around the room and see if anyone wants to do anything. I know that Otto is working on bikes.
I'm researching, trying to see if there's any effects between the drift and this curse being in different planes of existence.
Go ahead and roll a mysticism or life science, whichever you prefer.
23.
Is that for mysticism?
Yeah.
Looking through all the data, people who go through the drift, it still acts if 24 using like pack standard days, so like 24 hours. So it doesn't seem to have any sort of effect based off of past encounters that negatively affects the curse in any way. It just seems like another day passes.
Okay.
Anyone else like to do anything?
I'll maintain maintain readiness, if I can take a downtime.
Sure.
Yeah. So I just take up a sentry position, monitor the ship's scanners to watch for trouble. So if I'm interrupted, I get +2 to initiative.
Okay.
If we go into combat.
Does that... I wonder how that would work for ship combat, though, if that happens. Interesting.
Or to the first piloting check
Oh, okay, cool.
to determine.
Anyone else like to do anything?
Actually, it says you have to be the pilot or the captain.
Sorry about you.
A sub-captain.
I think everyone on the ship is technically a sub-captain.
I'm not.
Right. Well, in
Just
that
an
case, I'm
officer.
going to start working out.
Okay. Just drop onto the floor into the bridge and start working out.
I'm going to go for the multi-day.
Yeah.
See what happens.
So I was looking here. I want to try to do manage course.
Okay.
It's but I don't know. Okay, yeah, never mind. This totally works in the thing because it says it right there. So pretty much, as a pilot of a traveling ship, attempt a piloting check to navigate with a DC equal to 10, higher than the DC for piloting the initial course.
So DC was 10 higher than the DC for the course was?
Yes.
Okay, so you're looking for a 35.
Nope. Technically, the DC was 0 because the course was set. Boom, roasted.
Which was set by Denver.
We didn't take that course. Al set the
And-
course.
So it's a 36.
That's what you rolled.
Yes.
That checks out. That checks out.
No shot. You just did that. There's no shot.
Now I wonder if I were to.
So what does it do?
So on a success, you reduce your total travel time by 6 hours. If you fail by 5 or more, you instead add 6 hours to the trip. If you and so on. But I just cut 6 hours off our time.
That's lunch.
Exactly.
Just do that 10 more times.
I was gonna say I'm just gonna keep doing that like Like
But
where
what if you fail?
Yeah,
when I add
Yeah.
6 hours.
the odds are not in our
Like
favor.
gambling.
I'm gonna spend every downtime exploring Denvrel's futures, so that way you have advantage on these rolls.
What is your max roll on piloting?
37.
So
your
they have to
window of
roll an
margin is
18 or 18 to
real
20
slight.
to make it happen.
Yeah, because on this one I rolled a 19,
Yeah,
and I have
18,
a plus
19, or
17
20.
to piloting.
Those are bad odds when we have a downside to you losing.
Well, I mean, like, hold on.
How's that possible?
The ship buffs quite a bit of
The ship itself is +4 to my
Piloting.
piloting. Yeah, if you fail by 10 or more, you also suffer a more serious consequence.
Can we just never do that again?
I appreciate what you were trying to do, but can that just never happen?
I totally thought it was going to be something like you could just switch directions and go wherever you want. And how hard that was. You remove 6 hours from your 20-day trip.
Hey, you know what?
It's a whole meal. It's a whole meal.
I'm helping. All
You
right.
are. No, I like it. That was the most Denver moment ever.
Yeah. Appreciate it. Never again.
I don't see none of y'all actually in this bridge trying to do the shit I do, all right? I don't want to hear nothing about it.
They're just like, I skirted a black hole. I don't know. Cut off 6 hours. It's cool.
I actually flew through a wormhole I didn't know was there.
Right, it just teleported you 6 hours forward.
At least I think.
That-
6 hours forward.
Right.
Note to the Paizo people watching that should be a percentage. You wouldn't think it needed to be, but it should be a percentage off.
I don't think people really take trips to the vast that often.
Yeah, this is why.
Especially this deep without a real destination in mind.
Or someone who's not, from the vast. The DC to go somewhere familiar is only 10. Going somewhere unfamiliar is 25.
I mean, I should have been in that room.
I'm going to tell you right now, I can consistently hit 25.
Right. But you have to hit
It's
10
still a
higher
plus
to the
6.
You also have to hit 10 higher than the DC was set at to reduce your hours.
I don't know.
Just saying. Cool. That day goes by very quickly. You guys actually go ahead and surpass that one ship.
About 6 hours.
Yeah, roughly. Next person to roll. Let's see here. How many people do we got? We have 6 left that haven't rolled yet.
Checks out.
Otto, roll a D100 for me.
Heyo. We're going to roll 20. 15.
15. The second day goes by without any complications. It's great.
I think I'm seeing the pattern.
I will make some rolls.
Also, at no point did we try to communicate with that ship. They might have had somebody on board that was very familiar with this planet we were heading towards. Just saying.
I don't want to get in a gunfight in the drift.
What's the worst that could happen? Drift dragons?
What? Awesome. The next 3 days go by without any issues. You guys are 5 days through the drift.
5.5. No, 5 and 6 hours through the drift.
You're right. 5 and 6 hours through the drift. Anyone want to or need to take any sort of conversations, anything specific you guys want to do as part of your actions.
Still
Yeah.
working out.
I wanted to grab, let's see, Kali, Ferrix, Thrawn. No, Otto's busy. Yeah, let's just give those three.
For these
Now-
downtime, actually, I think it only takes like 8 hours. So
Yeah.
if you wanted to interrupt me, as long as it doesn't take 8 hours, I gotta get those gains.
Actually, hold on. How many people can?
But you're
I mean,
you're
if you
not
need-
eating. You're gonna be scrawny.
Mhm.
You're gonna-
If you're wanting to hold a conversation and you want me involved, you can just have the meeting in the hold,
Also true.
and I will talk and work.
Me and up to 5. Well, I'll grab everybody. Now, while we were on Absalom Station, I thought we may get bored on this trip, and Zerat will pull out a vid game. Have you all heard of Wayward Legacy? It's similar to old style Pathfinder, more or less. We could all play it together. I think Rix has a computer, and we just, it's like a role playing type game. And I didn't know if you guys would be interested.
Rix, what kind of PCs you bring?
I just like lift up my like little wrist computer and I'm like, this one?
All right, well, Zerat, happy to tell you, we can't play that.
Oh. Does anyone want a vitamin?
Yeah, I'll take one.
It's okay, buddy.
I found a tropical one. I'm not sure what it tastes like, but it just says tropical, or there's cherry.
Tropical.
There you go. It's just like a little light blue mega vitamin. I'm sorry
Thanks.
to have disappointed you all.
Do you have to chew these?
They're
As I'm chewing,
suppository.
like, I hope so.
I thought it was the suppository. So I chose banana.
Wow.
Well then.
We need to show you how to eat a banana, I guess.
Was
It's
that the
right.
first banana you've ever eaten? Suppositorily.
No, I just thought that's what you do with bananas.
Okay. not your
No one
first
taught me
banana.
this. We don't have
Got it.
bananas in the Vescarium. But we don't eat them. Kali might.
Y'all are
What if you
making
don't?
some jokes too easy, and I'm just not gonna go there right now.
Well, I will just return to my room then. If
Right.
anyone wants to party, I'll be there.
Well, it's all right. How many of these vitamins can you make?
It kind of depends. 8 at max. I guess I could spend more spell slots on it, so infinite amount.
Don't we get long rests every night?
Yeah. So technically, I can make 2, 4, 64 of these a day.
So we're good on food.
We're gonna put.
There, we broke the game.
Will they sustain us, or is it like?
For food wise, yes. Water, no. We still need to drink.
That's
we
why I've been
just
so
the
thirsty.
ship's got an internal recycler. Every bit of PUEP gets refiltered and everything. You should
But
run
my
all-
pee tastes great.
Yeah, no, we can go to the vest. I have much less stress. This is fantastic, man.
Oh, I should have brought that up earlier. My
Yeah, it's
apologies.
been 5 days. I'm sweating. I haven't eaten in 3. I was starving myself for the crew. So I'm gonna have some nachos, just real quick.
Yeah, I don't know if it matters too, but if you're missing HP, each one of these restores 1 HP.
Beautiful. All right.
Our food stores, there's no chance they go bad, right?
Correct, because they are not actual like food. They are just like packets that
Yeah.
get injected with stuff to make certain foods.
Okay. Well, let's live off of Zerat's pills.
I'm here to provide nourishment and party. And I'll wink at Denver. I've got space cabbage in my room if you want some.
Hey Al, I'm gonna need you to watch the helm for then just a little bit. I'll be right back.
Understood.
Right. Yes.
Go to Zerat's room. Zerat will lift up the pillow. There is a bottle of whiskey, a bottle of vodka, a baggie of cabbage, and then some type of pipe tobacco. The guy said that this is all good stuff. I'm not quite sure what it was, but he said if you want to party, this is what you need.
Well, all right. Hell yeah.
Anytime they are not piloting, you can assume that I'm not piloting, but I'm on the bridge, like
Okay,
like
just
watching.
watching.
And that's all I had planned.
Okay. Anyone else?
You know what I'm doing.
I basically turned one of the cargo holds into a makeshift gym. Heavy boxes, things that you can jump on.
So really, we're spending some nice quality bonding time as I work and you work
Out.
Work out.
out.
In the cargo hold? Yeah, I guess we. It's true.
I'll also cast my cantrip Ghost Sounds, just make some cool jazz music play out of my room.
I'll scan. I think I see smoke coming from Zerat's room. Can you scan the ship for a fire?
Scanning.
Yeah, hold on, I got it. So, Al, I got it. It's fine. I'll take care of it. I'll scan.
Understood.
Nope, we're good. That's Denver's vape. That's water vapor.
Oh, good. I was worried.
I assume Sunny is with us as well.
Probably. That would check out.
Is that cannibalism?
Cannabisism.
Cannibalism.
Wow.
Ferrix is currently setting up a yarn board of like, all right, so this goes here, this goes over here. Just trying to figure out this whole thing.
Okay. Denver, I know you're also making some rolls, but roll a... Oh, you already rolled here, so never mind. Thrawn, go ahead and roll a D100 for me as well, please, for the 7th, or the 6th day.
42.
42. Nothing happens on the 6th day. You guys are cruising through the drift without any sort of issue. Okay. I'll go ahead and roll for the next 4 days. In case you're wondering, this is not how I thought this drift was going to go.
Were you expecting more action by now?
Any action by now would be yes.
Hey, when Denver's piloting us through the drift, it's smooth sailing.
I don't see a reason to ever leave the drift.
This is great.
This is the great place to hide.
I want to clip that for when we all have PTSD after the shit we've seen.
Well, I'm feeling swole.
Right. Day 10.
How many? Okay, my week-long downtime is over, and I have to roll something
Okay.
to interrupt on day 7. That is.
Mhm.
Oh, let me find it. Where'd it go? What was I doing?
I don't
Working
know,
out.
Working out.
attempting a fortitude save with a DC equal to 10 plus half my character level, which would be 11.
Yep.
Let me roll that. I got 25, I think.
Great. Nice.
Yeah, 25. Okay. So I get a +2 circumstance bonus to the other save, which is, yeah. So for the following week, once per day, I can reroll an athletics check.
Nice.
For another week. So for on day 10, I've got 4 more days left.
Okay. Day 11.
Read that wrong. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I can reroll athletics still.
Okay. Perfect. Day 11. Kali, please go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Make it like a 2.
20. Okay. Cool. Day 11. Nothing happens.
Hey. How long? Wait, how long does it take me to fix these bikes again?
It was going to take you roughly about 2 weeks. So you're making pretty good progress, especially because you're taking 20 plus whatever your engineering is. So almost completed. Ferrix, go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
$100.
100. That's that good stuff I like to hear.
Well, it's been great. Everybody roll new characters.
Yeah, where do I
The Drift
Yeah,
Dragon comes
we're,
back.
where do I get a new
Yeah,
character?
we're 100% dead now.
I'll hand it all out.
Right. Donnie's made characters for this. Don't worry. This is what I had Donnie
Got a
do
Vanguard
already.
healer, a Vanguard damage dealer, a Vanguard tank.
Vanguard Solarian, multi-class.
Right, multi-class options for someone. As you're flying through the drift, Denver, right above you, you see it right above the window, almost out of nowhere, a large chunk of some sort of ground or planet just appears and smacks into the side of the ship.
All right. As soon as it makes contact, just like, whoa! It's like through the comms. Everybody be cool. This big old thing just showed up. I'm doing my best.
Ferrix, can I get a damage report?
Yeah, hold on. And I have to run all the way to the bridge from my room.
The ship takes 32 points of damage as this large chunk just slams into the side, to the port side, and just smashing through the shield and doing hull damage. What is your guys', what is that called?
HP?
Crit
Critical threshold?
Critical threshold, thank you.
Hit your pants
So,
threshold. That's
31 through 60 is weapons array. Oh, that's crit damage.
30 is our crit
All right,
threshold.
so you guys do take a critical.
What are these numbers?
And then
What are the numbers?
what are the
What do
numbers?
they mean?
Your weapons array is glitching.
According to the Hephaestus that was given to us, there is no weapon brain. There's no buttons for me to click.
There's no what?
Under the crit damage, because there's like the glitch, the functioning, and the wrecked. There's nothing for me to click. Do we have weapons array?
Oh, I'm clicking it. Maybe you might just not have access if it's just a shared PDF.
Yeah, it might just be the actual just view of it.
Maybe
Well,
if
I
you
mean,
refresh, can you see it?
It's not important. I'll figure it out. Moving on.
Well, seems like our weapons just got hit really hard.
What's the level on that damage?
Whatever that shield on the port side is, minus 32. And that's how much hull damage you guys just took.
Nah, is the weapons array glitched, malfunctioning?
Oh, yeah,
or
it's
what?
just glitched.
Okay.
Is the weapons array is that all the weapons or is that just the?
It's randomly determined one arc containing weapons. So we will go through with a D4.
Okay. Well, only one of our weapons is an array weapon.
It just targets all the weapons in one arc, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, it randomly determined one arc containing weapons. Conditions applied to all gunner actions using weapons in that arc. A turret counts as being in all arcs, and that's gonna be in the randomly, which will be the forward arc.
Which is where our only weapon that's in an arc other than our turret.
Yeah.
So
Uh,
all of our weapons are just glitching.
How much
Yeah.
damage did you guys take as well?
You said 32, right?
Right,
Minus shields.
minus shields.
22.
So you have 10 shields on your port side. Is that correct?
I don't know. I know we have shields 10. Is it per side?
No, I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
Oh,
evenly-
that's split up between
Yeah,
all
it's
the sides.
yeah, it's
I don't
evenly
know.
distributed.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's-
3. It's going to be 3 on each side and 2 in the front.
right.
Or I think it's 3. I'll look real quick.
Yeah,
but-
it should be 3322, but I don't know how we did
Split.
it. It also says 2 on the sheet that I'm looking at.
So yeah, I think it's 2 on the sides,
Okay.
3 in the front
So
and back.
it hits your port side, so you're gonna take 2 off, and you guys are taking 30 points of hull damage.
I think I get it. I think I'm
That's
figuring
gross.
it out.
Yeah, that was a big hurt.
Yeah.
Um,
I didn't expect to be messing with the sheet. I'm like, wait.
I knew it was going to be a possibility, and that was the only thing that occurred on a 100. So, thanks, Drew.
don't-
We appreciate it.
Thanks.
Now we're down to 120 hit points. Woo!
That's so much still.
Is it updating for you guys, or are you just using your own sheets?
No, I'm looking at you. The only thing I see that you changed is the glitch on the weapons array. I see you changed everything, but it's the shields. It only equals up to 8.
I'm gonna change the shield for the port side to 0.
Yeah, I know, but when that was 2, it's still only 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 of these front and the front and
So-
starboard, or front and back is supposed to be 4 3s each.
I'm not sure what the actual system is. We have shields, basic shields 10. I'm not sure if that gives us.
Yeah,
10
so
shields.
that's 10 points spread on all 4 sides. So it's 3, 2, 3, 2.
Yeah, so front and back should have 3, left and right should have 2.
You mean forward and aft?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I said. And as it sort of crashes into your shield, penetrating it, and rolls off the port side of your ship, you guys can just hear the crunching as this ground just mashing with the metal. It rolls past.
Everybody good?
Sit rep.
What was that?
Big ass rock came out of nowhere.
Did
Al,
it have
are
a
we-
name?
Al, do we have any breaches?
Scanning. No breaches, but weapons array is glitching.
I'll go fix it.
Yeah, anything we can do about that, or
I can help.
Yeah, you can make a patching check using engineering. Ferrix, if you're going to go help, go ahead and roll a engineering check for me, and just
I
tell me if
got
you
it.
get above a 10.
I got a 20 on my engineering to
'Kay.
assist.
You get a +2 bonus auto to engineering.
Hey, look at that. Where is it? There it is. plus. Oh, I can't really do that in the Festus. I'll do it here. Roll a d20 plus 14 and 18.
18. That will succeed. You have patched it up. It will need, obviously, fixing once you get to wherever you are at, or wherever you guys end up. But it is patched and no longer being any sort of issue with the glitching front or forward arc.
What was my DC?
DC is 10 plus 1.5 times the starship's tier. So 14? 13? Because it's 1.5. And you guys are a tier 2 ship.
We tier 3 now.
Ooh, you are a tier 3 ship now. Because,
I upgraded at Al
yeah, it's a tier 3 ship.
legally.
So 1.5, so 15 was your DC.
So I could not have failed.
That's good. That's good. At least for glitching, that is. All right.
Shields regenerate?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can also redistribute them too if we need.
Yeah, let's boost the shields on the left and right a bit more than the front and back, and assume that Denver's not going to run straight into something.
Well,
Hey, Otto, you could give us more power to the shields, and then
true. I could divert the power. If anything, I don't think anything is going to be coming up behind us faster, so we can probably take those shields off.
okay.
And if we see any ships come up behind us, I can divert that real fast. But we got to keep the eye out.
All right.
Where do you want to divert the rear shields to?
I got a 29 to distribute the shields.
Oh yeah, that'll do.
They can't drop anything below 10% of the max.
Yeah, so we have to have one in the back. And then I don't know. We'll get the 2 back in like a minute or
Mhm.
something like that.
Right.
So 1 per minute.
You want 1 in the
Just
front, 1 in the back, and 4 on each side?
Yeah, sure. That works.
It's up to you guys.
It makes sense.
Trying to do math. Yeah.
Rock's never
Just
hit in the same place
means-
twice, right?
It's
Yep.
up to Denver to make sure he doesn't run anything. That's it.
I believe in you, David.
Or we could do 1 3 3 3.
For the record, I didn't hit anything.
It hit
It
me.
just popped out of nowhere and decided to hit us. All right.
And
Yeah,
we
that's
believe
why.
you. That's why we're putting them on the sides.
Yeah,
2, 6, 4. Yeah.
like I said, we're assuming you're not going to hit anything, and if it's just going to pop out of nowhere and just mess us up. Also, now you know that our shields to the sides are boosted, so swerve if something does pop up in front of us.
All right. Who has not rolled yet for a day? Has everyone rolled for a day?
I haven't rolled,
Domino.
except for that large list of things you had us roll.
Yeah, Domino, go ahead and roll for the day.
$41.
Nothing happens. Congratulations. You guys did it. All right. Starting at the top, let's go ahead and have Denver roll it for day 12.
That is an 85.
85. As you guys are flying through, Denver, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
26.
26. You notice off, like, on the in the distance on the right side, very close to the edge of the drift, on a rock that's sort of just staying put. You see about 4 small planes that are just landed that begin to rise up as you guys are getting closer and closer.
Yet. All right, everybody, look like we got 4 out there looking at us. They're starting to take off a little bit. I'm going to do my best to keep us at a little bit of a distance. I don't know if they're trying to fuck or what, but I ain't trying to find out.
All right, let's get to our stations, everyone.
I will scan the closest one.
Okay.
23.
23. All right. It's been a minute since we've had
10 plus a half, one half the DC or
Yeah, that'll
level
work.
DC. Or maybe it might be 15, but you'll have to. Could be 12.
Check real quick. Why are you guys the way you are? Why is this my life? I can't with you guys. Just cannot. Let's go like this. Let me go like this. Yep. This is just my life. Thanks, whoever decided to help.
You're welcome.
I said thank you.
Do we get HP back for anything
HP?
for the ship?
Oh, I don't think you guys do.
Well, every time you've eaten one of those pills, you got 1 back.
No.
Throw one into the gas tank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's meant for the whole damage.
Oh, hull points? No. Unless you want me to
mean-
go on the outside and start mending. I'll just start mending 1d4 a day.
I have been flushing the unused vitamins every day, so maybe.
Just gets put back into water, actually. Just becomes vitamin water.
This water tastes like bananas.
We're just making potions. That's all.
I mean, you're not wrong. Okay, scan. Basic information. DC equals... Wow, that's super easy. 5 plus 1.5 times the tier, plus this bonus from defensive countermeasures. So DC on that bad boy was a whopping 10.
Well, they're also outside of our normal range, so I think it's plus 5. But yeah, so.
Yeah, so 15. What was your
But I
roll?
rolled a 22, so or 23.
Yes. So you get to know each ship has a crew of 2 in it. Ship classification. Let me get the ship information pulled up for y'all. You guys are here.
Should we invite them in for dinner?
Maybe.
Seems to be our MO.
So I was sort of thinking. One more. That's not what I wanted to do. Just guess that'll work. Perfect. All right. Speed on these, if you want to take notes, Ferrix, since you got to know quite a bit of information from it. Where's the scan page again? I just moved off of it on accident. All right, so like I said, it is a medium explorer. It has a speed of 6. Maneuverability is good. And what'd you roll? What was your total? 26?
23.
23. So that is all the information you get to know because you did not make it to the next group of 5.
Well, poop. All right, let everybody know. Looks like small vessels, 2 members each, faster than us, pretty maneuverable.
All
Should
right.
we redirect our shields again? So they can move around us quickly?
Yeah. We'll balance them out.
Okay.
I gotta roll.
Prepare for the worst.
17.
So there are ships in front of us. Can I see them with like the naked eye?
Yes, you can, especially after Denver points them out.
Right. What were in the like? What are they taking off from?
So they are on a piece of rock that doesn't seem to be moving from this location in the drift. They're just taking off from the rock and flying, or just like literally just taking off. They haven't moved any direction yet, but
Is there is is this some sort of like drift highwayman situation? Can I like make a cultural check to be like, why are there just ships parked in the drift? Is that doable?
yeah, you can go ahead and make that roll. It's gonna be a little bit tougher, but it's definitely a possibility.
24.
Um, it is definitely possible. Especially if they're smaller crafts. It is absolutely possible that people are doing that, but it's hard to tell if these people are or if they were just taking a moment to stop and have the pilot rest.
I think the question I'm looking for is like, how prominent is it? Is it like, obviously it's possible, like you just park your ship and like do whatever, but like, is this a thing that like, are there certain cultures that are known for this? Is it happen all the time? Does it happen more the further away you get from Absalom Station? Like these sorts of things.
Um, let me see. Let me see. It can be for larger shipping vessels, especially if they believe you're carrying a large like large cargo around. Then
Mhm.
it might be more of a highway situation.
Okay, then I might be looking for a big score. Okay.
Right.
Okay,
But
let's be ready for the worst.
there's no like race you can think of that typically does this sort of situation.
Okay, cool. Let's be ready for anything. Well, I don't know why the fuck these people are just parked here.
All right. Denver, which way are you taking them?
That's a good question.
That's why I asked it.
Yeah. So yeah, we're into the roll 20 now, right?
That's correct.
Cool. Sorry, it's been a minute since we've done like ship combat like this, so I'm trying to get reacquainted real quick. My goodness. Yeah, so go 1, 2, go to here, facing like that.
Okay. All right. So at this point, you currently these are extremely large rocks that are flying through, similar to about the size that smashed into the side of your ship earlier. From this position here, you would not be able to see the location of the ship. Do you still want to move there? Or you want to go like above the rocks? You want to try to stay in a position so you can see them? Or are you trying to break line of sight?
I figured that we just stay on course, like just to kind of get through.
'Kay.
If they're gonna act up, they're gonna act up. So
And just make sure that, so you guys are coming from like the south side of the map, and the north end is obviously the way the course is. They go ahead and take off. From this position, you can see 3 of them heading sort of like in this to the like the left and downward. You cannot see the 4th one that you saw earlier.
one.
So that being said, let's go ahead and roll initiative. So Denver, if you want to go ahead and make. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. That was almost important.
So my piloting check for flight initiative, it's a 36.
Okay.
Telling me I can't hit that multiple times, trying to take 6 hours off the trip again.
Never said you couldn't. Just statistically, it's not going to look good for you.
I mean, now that we have an unlimited supply of food, I do think,
Yeah. Somehow you get back up to 25 days, like you passed your exit.
Got drift dementia.
Right. I feel like we've been here before.
I think it's called drift dementia.
Drift Metcha? Sick. Okay. Going through just adding their initiatives 1 second, guys. And actually, as we get set up for this, this is a good spot for us to go ahead and take our break. So we're going to go ahead and take a 5-minute break before we go ahead and get started into ship combat. So we will see you guys. We'll go ahead and just come back at 10:35 Eastern Standard Time. Just make sure it's rounded up. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Hi, hello, we're back. Yes, I made sure to make sure to unmute because I don't want another combat where we don't have sweet audio. Cool. So, top of the round because lowest initiative moves first. That's such a cool system. Just let it be known. I don't know who designed this, but you get a gold star.
Wasn't it engineering phase first?
Uh,
Engineering, then helm.
you're right. Yes. So engineering. I lied.
Such a good system.
It's such a good system.
Such a good.
It's a little confusing if you're not using it all the time, but such a good system. Engineering first. So,
Overpower.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do.
sick.
So I can add more power to 3 of the systems, but you can send extra power to any 3 system listed in the actions. The actions doesn't wait. It doesn't tell me how much. Does it just go up by 1? If you have at least 6 ranks in engineering, you can spend 1 resolve point and attempt an engineering check DC 15 plus to squeeze more out of your ship systems. If you're successful, this function as the divert action but you can send extra power to any 3 systems listed in that action. This action is a divert action, can't be taken in the same round. Doesn't tell me how much.
One second, hold on. I'm trying to get roll 20 up. Use new source. Roll 20.
Oh, push action, by the way. You can't use a push action if the system is malfunctioning or wrecked.
Okay.
Do you have 6 ranks in engineering?
I've double that.
Well, you
You
should
don't
only have
No.
3 ranks because ranks equal your level. So not your total that you add to it, but your
okay, I see
ranks
what- I see
itself.
what-
So you
see
can't
what
do
you're
that
saying.
yet.
No. Okay. Never mind then. I guess I'll just divert to the fuck it, weapons.
Okay.
You get to reroll 1s.
First, need to make a. You said you can't fail a DC 15, right?
Not
Technically I can now that he's not adding to it, but I have to roll like a 2 or a 1.
Well, go ahead and roll it if it's possible.
Dirty 20.
Okay, good. You guys get to reroll 1s.
No, 1s count as 2s.
Oh,
Sorry.
1s count as 2s. My bad. So, Kali, if you roll a 1 on the damage die, it becomes a 2 instead. For the weapons. Is this just not wanting to grab for me? It's just sort of rude. Which is fine, I guess, if it wants to be that way. Cool.
If we're still in the engineering
Yes, you are.
page, I would like to go ahead and use my magic officer action to augment the let's see, which one is it? The heavy laser array, which is no longer glitched, and I will try to boost the range of that one by making a check. DC equal to 10 plus 1.5 times the starship's tier against my mysticism. Oh. I don't think that's good. 12.
Plus your mysticism?
Yeah. No. Yeah, that was plus my mysticism. I rolled a natty 2.
Ooh, that does not succeed if it's 10 plus 1.5.
Am I within 10 feet of someone? I assume I'm on the bridge.
Yeah, on the bridge, you'd be within 10 feet of
I'll
someone.
go ahead and re-roll that one.
Okay.
There we go. That's better. 23.
Perfect. That will succeed.
All right. So now that heavy laser array is now a range of 10 hexes instead of 5.
Nice. We are currently missing our other gunner, so you just get to do everything. You just get to rock it. So yeah, now that has 5 hexes instead of, or 10 instead of 5, I apologize. Talking is hard.
We still in engineering.
Yes, we are still in engineering phase. If there's anything you would like to do.
I'm going to use an open action for erratic maneuvering. We're going to trigger minor maneuvering thrusters, probe launchers, and ballast vents and other secondary systems at random to cause our ship to make small unexpected jukes in its trajectory. Does not affect the starship's facing or movement, but it grants +1 circumstance bonus to AC and TL.
Nice. So +1 to AC and TL.
Now we have an AC of 10.
Yeah. Nice.
It's no check for that.
Easy peasy.
Also, it has to be a flyby stunt.
I love it. All right. Anyone else want to do anything for engineering phase?
I do.
Do it.
I'm gonna taunt these motherfuckers.
Heck yeah, you are.
Rick's open comms.
they're
Attention! Random ships in the drift that just started moving for seemingly no fucking reason. We have absolutely zero problem with you. We also have pretty much nothing of value on board. So why don't you go ahead and let us pass? Save your energy for the next motherfuckers to come along that have much better cargo, and we will have zero problem. Should you choose not to take this offer, I will murder you. My crew will murder you. And we're going to take everything that you have on your ships, and we're going to build a speeder out of it, because that's what we do.
Jesus. Make the roll.
Are we space goblins now?
I think we've converted over to space goblins.
Yeah, we're like carny space goblins at this point.
I'm down.
Sure.
Denver's like, I got that character ready, actually.
I mean,
Okay, so the DC is equal to 15 plus twice the enemy starship tier.
Okay.
I rolled a 24. Intimidate.
Perfect. Nice. All right. What does that intimidate do for them? Does that just give them intimidated?
Each enemy character acting during the selected phase takes a -2 penalty to all checks for 1d4 rounds. The penalty increases to -4 if the enemy's check is made as part of a push action.
Okay.
Have they already maneuvered for this phase, though?
They have not maneuvered yet.
Okay, cool.
Okay, they have a... Was that part of a push?
Well, yeah, it is a push.
Okay, cool.
And now that I'm thinking about it, I probably want to do it when they're about to shoot us. Can I change that?
Sure.
Or
I'll allow it.
because I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure if they make rolls to move. They just move, right?
Yeah, they just move. They just make rolls for if they want to do any like crazy piloting, positioning, and stuff like that. Then they make rolls.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought it was for the whole round. I didn't. That's why I did it at the beginning. I didn't realize it was just for that phase.
Yeah,
I would
during
have
the
done it.
phase for the.
I would
gunnery.
have done it for the gunnery phase.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. We can hold on to that. And then, so want to go ahead and roll a d4 for me and tell me how many rounds it will last for.
Yeah. Can I do it for multiple phases? Or just do it for every phase?
It's
That's a 4.
oh, you don't
take
need
those.
to. You got 4 rounds, and all 4 failed, so they each get a -4 to their gun.
But I'm reading that right? Yeah, it's 4 rounds, but just that phase.
Just
if
that
right.
phase, they will take that -4.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just getting. Chat, we are using Roll20, but for some reason, Streamlabs likes to be a pain in the butt sometimes. and is not allowing the capture of roll 20. So I do sincerely apologize, but it will not be captured for tonight's shenanigans as I fix stuff. All right. Perfect. Anyone else want to do anything in the engineering phase before we get to move to the helm phase? Perfect. Helm phase. They get to move first because they rolled lower than the 80 that Denver rolled.
It was 36.
That's what I said. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, they're fast.
6. 6. Yeah, they get to go 6. It's only like that information was
Yeah.
was
I mean,
given.
we had the information, but seeing it as opposed to just like knowing it, it's different things, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So yes, also one of my players brought up a fantastic point that you only could typically take one action per time, but since we are missing Sunny, I am going and allowing Kali to use both sets of guns, so I don't have to worry about running a ship and running 4 other ships for combat. So it's happening. Perfect. That is their helm. Science officer, would you like to go ahead and go?
I was gonna wait until after we moved.
Okay.
Because it's still the helm phase.
Yep, let me just double check, make sure they aren't doing anything super awesome themselves real quick. Where is that page? Computers check. That will be... All right. You guys feel, and you can also see 4 scans that go out and scan your ship.
Cap, they're scanning us.
It is now your guys' move. Where would you guys like to go?
All right. I think we're just gonna keep going in our straight line here.
Mhm.
To there.
Quite seem hostile yet.
There hasn't really been a need for any sort of style yet.
It's true. I think he said they haven't been hostile yet.
Hostile.
Well, I heard not quite the style yet. And I was like,
Not-
It's not how we
I know
roll.
you're all about the style, but not yet.
Yeah, we all know Domino's about that style.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Have you seen my cravat?
Fair, fair. Okay.
right.
Science officer.
I guess I'll scan them just to try to see what their weapons are.
Okay.
22.
22. You go ahead and scan them. They have a forward laser cannon and a high explosive missile launcher that is on a turret.
Okay. Did I roll high enough to know what they have load wise?
Let me double check. Yes. One checking. Scoopity dop. So you also get to know the damage it deals. So laser cannon will do 2d4, and the high explosive does 4d8.
Okay.
Yep. All right.
They're not carrying anything though.
No, not carry anything. Just looks
Okay.
like them and the weapons that are on the ship.
Looks like they're just gunboats.
That's concerning. All right.
Okay. It is the gunnery. So you guys get to do the shooty shoot first.
Are we gonna shoot?
I mean, that's your choice. You guys want to go make the shooty shoots, or you guys want to hold fire?
I say we hold fire until they shoot first.
I mean, I told them to let us through.
Are they in front of us? Are they stopping us from moving forward?
It's a very
It's
big
space,
open space,
so
so
we
you
could
can fly around. You can.
What you're forgetting is Sunny shot first.
It's true. It's true.
I'm not Sunny, so I'll probably just wait until they get first.
And we can't hold action though. Like that's the whole point of this rule, right?
I don't think there's any hold action for
I don't
starship.
think
No,
there
not
is, yeah.
starships. No, for regular ground combat there is, but not for starships. That is correct.
All right. Well, at least they have a -2 if they do shoot us.
Correct.
I guess they're probably Ricks. Do you know if they're actually in range to use any of their weapons on us this round?
The one in front of us is.
Okay, so we'll only get shot once, if so.
Do these structures those are blocking line of sight?
Correct. Yes, they are. They're purposely trying to fly behind stuff to not be seen.
You little bitches.
Yeah, that part. Okay. You are not within their front arc, so we'll go ahead and use their high explosive turret and roll to hit.
Mayday. We should have shot first.
Right.
Where's Sunny when you need her?
15. Sleeping. She didn't get the memo. 15 hits.
Our AC's 10. Or
Okay.
actually it's only 9.
Well, it's
9
10
plus 1.
plus 1 because you gave the bonus, right? For the AC and
It's only
TL.
for a flyby.
Oh, awkward.
Oh, wow.
It's not a flyby.
They hit us either way.
And my -2 also doesn't matter.
Nothing matters.
Nothing even matters. I mean, yeah, it's tiny ship shooting a big rock, basically. They gonna hit.
We're really easy to hit, yeah.
Say we ram them.
Ramming speed. There's rules for
I
that.
think we should look into buying
There's
armor.
guns for that. I think we should buy everything.
Man, if only you guys like upgraded your ship or something, you know?
I would love to if we weren't being chased by an entire fucking race.
That's fair.
Maybe if we would have went to the planet that was 5 light years away.
Now's not the time for valid points, Domino.
Your forward arc takes 19 points.
So we take 16.
Yes. 16 points to whole.
Well, we never redistributed our shields.
Yeah, we,
We
did.
did
Yeah. Those were redistributed before.
before combat.
Well, the forward arc has 1 shield.
No, I redistributed it as soon as we
It
saw.
was, it
all
was
4 of them.
said. Yeah, it was said.
Yeah.
Okay.
That roll
So it'd
was
be
made.
3 in front, 2 on the sides, 3 in the back.
Yep. Back up to normals.
Where it was before.
Correct. So yeah. So you guys take. Math is hard. 16. Yep. All right.
Faced by some of the most dangerous people in existence, we're about to be undone by Jim Bob and his gang of roaming bandits.
We still have 104 hit points left. We're fine.
That's fair.
Yeah, they have a lot of
It
hit
would
points
just be a-
too, right?
It would just be a funny end to the story.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we just explode. No, and another planet hits us.
Yeah.
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
What if they were the
Where
ones
about the
throwing the
chair?
planet?
Yeah, they threw the planet at you guys.
It's actually a gun you can get.
Yeah.
An expansion coming out.
It's true.
Planet checker.
It sucks up a planet, and later you can just throw it. It's from
I wanna-
Ratchet and Clank.
I want a gun that just shoots Randy Orton at people so he can RKO ships out of space.
Yes. All right. Which I just thought it was really weird. So it goes engineering, and then you make the helm roll for who goes in order. So
'cause the
engineering
engineering all-
happens simultaneously. So you guys can go ahead and do your engineering checks as that first round is over. What would you guys like to do with engineering?
Jeez.
I think we're gonna switch to a gunner roll.
'Kay.
And man that third gun.
You're a third gun.
I'm gonna keep my the diversion on the guns.
I'll do the Eldritch Shot thing again, however, with a different weapon. I'll do whatever one Domino's on.
'Kay.
DC
Which
13. I think that fails.
Which gun am I on?
Well, you guys have two, three,
I thought we had 3 guns.
three.
We have 2
one on the
lasers
Yeah.
Back.
and
Forward,
1
back,
heavy
and then-
laser.
Yep, you're right.
Okay.
Forward, back, and then the turret that goes all the way around.
Yeah.
Who is on the turret?
Currently, that typically is Sunny's spot, so it would be the only one that's not currently being used and occupied is the rear turret.
So I'll hop on that light laser cannon on the aft.
Nice.
Wait, who's on the swivel gun? Who can see 360
Collie.
degrees around us? Collie?
Oh, I thought that
Okay,
was
Collie. You heard the speech I gave him. Fuck him up. And I'm going to encourage you get a +2 to the check.
Nice.
I guess I have to succeed. Wait,
Oh,
I
I
have
guess
to
to
use the same skill? Oh, wait, this seems rough. Hang on.
Hold on, this is bad.
I'm going to go +2, bonus check required to accrue action. If you succeed on a DC 10 check using the same skill, generally you can grant the same bonus. So, a diplomacy check. All right, thank you. Thank you, Gabe. I had to read past the bad part.
I guess to use the aft gun, there'd have to be a ship behind us, right?
That is correct.
In the aft arc there.
I lied. I'm staying chief mate. Still the beginning of the engineering round, right?
Right, it still is. You look at the gun, you're like, no, why would
There's
I
no
use
one
that?
This
Maybe next round.
Right.
the encourage action.
Uh-huh.
The last sentence in it says you can't encourage yourself, but unfortunately, Thrawn already did.
Oh, ba-dum.
All right, let's make a roll.
I would have done Sunny's gun then if Domino didn't hop on
Yeah,
one.
I figured as much.
Okay, so what is 15 plus 2? Nope, wrong one. 15 plus our starship tier. It's just a 17, right?
18 because it is upgraded to tier 3.
Oh yeah, we had that conversation. Okay, cool. Well, I succeed. I got a 25.
Sick. It succeeds. So, Kali, you get a +2 to your gunnery check for one weapon. Nice. Okay. Next up, anything else want to be happening? I think everyone else in engineering. Oh no. What did you want to go ahead and do, Domino, since you're not jumping on a gun?
I'm actually going to do an open action again.
'Kay.
For range finding.
Okay.
I'm going to select one crew member filling the gunner, pilot, or science officer role. I'm going to select Kali,
Yes.
and they gain a +1 bonus to 1 attack roll.
Nice.
Go.
So you get a
I'm-
+3 on one attack roll.
Yeah, I jumped on the ship systems and did a little scan to find the range of this gun or of the ship. Kali,
Oh,
Aim
no
this way.
pressure, but we fully expect you to blow them out of the sky.
All right. They will.
All eggs, one Cali basket.
No pressure. Um. Perfect. They are good
Broken.
to go. Denver, go ahead and make your piloting check for me, please.
That is a 33.
Of course it is.
-6 hours.
-6 hours.
Saying that's
We'd be there. We'd be
that's
there
a
by now.
whole- That's like a whole day off of the trip so far, but whatever.
33.
I'm at +6 hours because it's 35 DC.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
35,
true.
so.
My only chief mate action is to help the pilot, and it's like that's kind of a waste of a round because they don't need help.
Yeah. At least
So
this
like, I guess
specific
I'll just be an open crew member.
You're the filler.
Okay. That's what you guys have Al for. All right.
That's really your only like. Is it just because you don't have enough levels, or is it just that's how it's
No, I
designed?
have right now at this level I have 3 actions: hard turn, which gives the pilot +1 to turning;
Mhm.
maintenance panel access, which gives the mechanic a bonus to diverting or diverting power; and manual realignment, which gives the science officer a bonus to scanning.
Well, turning doesn't use like turning. It's like our ships.
It bumps the maneuverability up 1,
Okay.
which is effectively a +1 to piloting.
Oh, really?
Well, we turn faster too. We're pretty slow at turning right now.
Yep. We have to move 2 for every like.
Every 45.
I was gonna say, maybe we'll look into it later. I was thinking like let's homebrew some rules, like let's make it fun and useful. You know what I mean? But
I think those open actions are pretty useful.
Okay.
They don't
We're getting
require
swarmed,
rolling,
so-
but
All right. Your guys' go.
Is there anything different since we're fighting in the drift?
No, because like once you go into the drift, it's more like realistically like flying like normal. You just fly. It's just another extra. It's like extra dimensional space, so it's just space, just in a different dimension. So there's nothing special about it traveling or anything like that. Minus you just get to go from point A to point B.
Cool. I guess why are these psychos just hanging out in this in the drift?
my question.
Well,
drift
I guess
dementia.
they could have just been chilling in a normal piece of space, and then our dimension collapsed on theirs. All right, never mind.
There's a lot about the drift though. We don't know.
Maybe they don't have drift engines anymore.
Right? Maybe they got stuck in there. And they're like, wait, we don't have drift engines. We're just sort of stuck here forever.
Let's
was
shoot
fun.
every ship that comes by
And take their drift
Ins-
engine. Yes.
instead of asking if we could just have a ride because we don't have drift engines. Like, let's just resort to violence immediately. If that's what we'll do.
Depending on the people, maybe.
Apparently, these folks.
It's true.
If Sonny captained the ship,
You're not wrong. All right, you guys get to do your movement.
Oh man. I think yeah. This feels bad. One way or another, this feels not good as far as movement goes. 1, 2. No.
3, 4.
Yeah, 3, 4. I'll pivot this way on them so that we get this guy here in our front arc,
and our butt arc.
and then we have somebody back here in our butt arc.
So only got someone gunning that ship or gunning that position.
I'm going to target systems on that guy that's in front of
Oh.
us.
And I was going to take the evade stunned.
Okay.
So DC equals 10 plus 2 times ship's tier.
10,
So what is that?
16.
16?
I think you sneeze and you beat that roll.
Yeah, I automatically beat it.
Okay.
Like I can't roll under.
Perfect.
So now we have a +2 to the ship's AC.
Nice.
Um,
11.
I got a 29
Yeah.
to target their. Say their weapons. Just
Okay.
try to neuter them. So when you hit that, when you shoot at them, you crit on a 19 and a 20, and it automatically hits their weapons if you crit.
Nice.
So.
So go ahead. You guys get to act first. You can go ahead and take your shots. Kali. Which weapon are you using first?
I'll do the front.
'Kay.
Right. And I'll do this guy. Alright. I got a nat 20.
Oh!
Oh, weapons get hit immediately.
Yeah, they do. And it's crit, so double all that dice damage.
Oh yeah.
That's our big one too.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Big
Plus. No, that's it. Just 10.
damage.
You're right. Yeah.
Dang. All right.
And does that hit like a crit threshold for them?
Oh
or
yeah, I mean
anything
it's a
like
crit,
that?
so they only. So crit will automatically take 1, but their crit thresh
Crit's doubled, right?
for damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that would be 12d4.
Well, that was
Well,
the
I think you
forward-facing
roll-
arc, not the is that
Oh,
64?
that- no. Yeah, the forward
I
one
don't-
is the heavy laser array. That's the 64 one.
You don't double the dice though. You double the damage.
Right, it's double damage.
Oh,
So you just
Okay.
roll this. You roll the 6 and then double whatever.
Yeah,
Still,
I think it's
it should be more,
different than other systems. I think.
Still, it should be impossible to get 5 points of damage off of 64.
Did I do that wrong?
Did you roll 6 d4s? Which triangle dice? Did you roll 6 of those?
No. I only rolled 2. I'm sorry. Okay.
You're good.
I got you. Sorry. Okay.
And
My bad. My bad.
did Otto, you boosted the damage too? The weapons.
Only if ones become 2s.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So. You said 64s?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. And you can't roll ones.
Yeah, so roll 4 more d4.
Okay.
And then double it.
So that's 20.
Nice.
That's better.
22.
That. Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
See, I think she rolled poorly the first time. I was like, I need to re-roll this.
Oh, I rolled 2. I
My
mean,
bad.
when the DM gives you a chance, he sees your opportunity. Yeah.
Exactly. No, it's
I
fine.
rolled a lot of zeros on these d4s.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Okay, so that is a 2 crits to the weapons.
No, so the first initial crit goes directly to the weapons.
weapons.
Everything else is resolved normally.
Randomly. Okay.
I mean, if you want to put them onto the weapons, I wouldn't say
Hannah,
no.
go ahead and roll a d100 for me, please, and tell me what you get.
I got a 67.
Okay, cool.
Can we target their engines?
Yeah, I can target anything. I can
Good.
target their core too, so they run
Mm.
out of power.
Now, how big is this ship? Would it say?
It's a
fit normal?
medium-sized ship.
So,
So-
smaller than yours.
We could fit it, but we'd have to get rid of the 2 other ships that we currently have.
That's okay. We could put them in Otto's room because Otto sleeps in the engineering bay.
I don't think you realize how.
You've been saying that the whole time.
just launch me out, and I'll commandeer
Yes.
it.
Single person party.
Yeah. That's all, you have Domino. That's all you need.
Open.
Right. So yeah, that shot goes through their forward shields and smashes into the laser. Holy crap. Okay. And that's insane.
Still
You
have
can-
another weapon.
Yep, you can go ahead and roll with the attack with the turret now. With the turret, you have 20 or 24. Hello, 360. So you can hit the same one if you want, or you can go ahead and move it to a different target.
Oh,
And whichever one is Kali, she has a +1. At least from the range finding.
And the +2.
Correct. So you still get the +3 still.
okay. I think I'm gonna do. Can I do this one?
Yeah, you can absolutely hit that one down there as well.
And I'm gonna do that one. That's... So I got a dirty 20 on that one.
Dirty 20. That
With
will.
the +2, yeah.
I believe that still hits. Let me double check real quick. Moved away from the page for 1 second, and of course that is the second that I need the page.
If it doesn't hit, we should take that ship. Then, 'cause-
Because it's over double what your AC is currently.
yeah.
But you guys won't all fit on this ship. That's the issue.
We'll figure it out.
True.
I was gonna say that's
We're just gonna have like a small crew.
Oh, yeah,
like
that
a small
definitely hits.
armada.
Yeah, we could put like
That'd be so
Denver-
dope.
Denver on the ship and have them just go kill everything while Al pilots us slowly through.
I
Yeah, like
mean,
Battlestar Galactica style. You just have just little ships go out and deal with everything while we fly.
I love it. Yeah, that absolutely hits. Go ahead and roll damage on that turret.
Okay, so that I make sure. What am I rolling for the damage on this one? So I don't screw it up.
Damage. I do not have that.
That's a
2d4.
2d4.
Okay.
The front one is the big one, 64. The other two are
All-
64.
All your ones are considered twos still.
Right.
Although it's a 5 hex range. Which one were you hitting?
The bottom one, which I think is just in.
No, it's a 10 hex
It's
range.
ten
Oh, that's
now.
right. Yeah, that's right.
Right now.
Eldritch shot on it.
Eldritch
Yeah.
shot. You're right.
Ooh,
Magic officer, doing the
so
thing.
that's
The only thing I can do right now, unless you want me to scan.
open actions.
That's true.
Join
You're all
me.
doing great.
Yeah, you're all doing great. Keep it up. What's that? 2d4.
7.
Hey, that's not bad. It smashes through the front shield, and they take some hull damage. Perfect. All right. Top of the round, engineers. What would you like to do?
Otto, can you divert power to the shields?
Again?
I can give you a boost. And you can divert power to 2 systems.
Ooh.
That's pretty
So I
good.
was thinking you could do shields, which would how much shield points? That'd be 5%.
We get 5.
So we'd get 5. So it'd fill up our forward shield. Is there another system you would divert power to?
If I'm diverting, I'd have to redo the guns if I wanted to keep it there. So I could just keep it on the guns and then shields if you want.
All right.
Or I can give it to the pilot and have him fly a little faster.
Well, whatever you
Oh.
want. I'm going to access your maintenance panel.
That's
So open early.
I don't think we're gonna run. We're probably gonna kill. So I'll probably just keep guns and shields.
I'm going to start ripping shit apart inside of his maintenance panel.
Just
I'm
Are
going to tear your
you-
panel right up.
Are you plussing that?
No, I'm giving you. You can divert action.
to 2
Divert,
instead of just
divert
1.
power to 2.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So do I roll twice for that?
So diverting for power. Yes, once for power and once for weapons, once for shields.
Okay.
I need to roll
per-
athletics first. This is a chief mate action.
Chief mates. That's
Chief
so
mate?
strong, actually. You
Yeah, that's really good.
You just rip open a panel and
rip
see how
open
that
panel,
works?
just plug it in.
Where you
Well, I
rock it?
rolled 7.
Okay.
DC's 14. I'm scrambling to find my skill points. My athletics is 9.
You get to do you make it? It says you get to re-roll
Yeah, I
because
get-
you've been working out, right?
Got like a 16.
I can only re-roll on like climbing, swimming, and stuff.
Awkward.
But either way, I got 17 or
Okay, cool.
16.
Cool. It happens. So you get to go ahead and make those rolls there, Otto.
I'm definitely passing the first one with a 25.
Okay.
I rolled before I decided, so I'll let you decide.
Sure.
And then my next one is a dirty 20.
Both will succeed.
So yeah. All right. Shields +5. Ferrix, I believe it's your job to divert, right?
It
Or
just goes
to
back to
divvy.
whatever's not there. So it can't go above 10. So it just fills up.
Well, it's 5.
Yeah, but it can't go above maximum, and we only lost 3.
Right. So it's
goes
just
boop.
yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
The ship glows just a little bit brighter as there's now power being diverted to 2 different places. As your forward shields brighten up as well, the guns still having that little bit of an extra punch to them. Anyone else want to do anything for engineering?
I'll re-up the range on the turret swivel one.
Okay.
That's a 20 on the DC. So
Yeah, that'll do.
range of 10 now.
And still on the turret, right?
Yeah, on the turret.
All right, cool, neat, awesome. Denver, make your fancy 45 roll.
Let's see. We actually did real bad this time.
Okay, I like that.
It's an 18.
You roll a 1?
Yep.
I should have did a hard turn.
You hate to see it.
I'm not gonna say I'm mad about it, but I'm a little mad about it.
Yeah, you probably should be a little upset about it. This is
When you
gonna
can do-
be-
When you can do overcharge, you can do 4 systems.
Oh,
This is the whole ship.
Is that really diverting power?
No. I mean, you're probably taking it from somewhere. He just doesn't say where it's at.
My phone died.
I mean,
Right.
that is more powerful than my overpower.
well, that's what it.
That is your overpower. That's what
Once
he's
you
saying.
can do that, I can
little
boost that skill.
Yeah.
It's a chief out. Mate, I gotta learn everyone's skills.
Oh no, the person who spends probably the second most or the most time looking at the rulebook has to look at it more.
It's not fun anymore.
Right.
Movement time.
Here. Oh no, you guys get to move first. What am I doing? Go ahead. Take that step there, Denver.
I need to look and make sure I'm understanding this.
Just gonna squash that little bug.
We just run into it.
Oh.
I mean, we're like.
Collision.
Huge
I mean, we could.
If you're going to, just let me know so I can pull up the rules for it.
Nah, see,
I think you should just do it.
as we're
As your
like,
chief mate.
You should do this.
as they're starting to circle, I'm just gonna like look over my shoulder to Collie and go, "Hey, you better damn well be ready on that trigger because it's about to get spicy." And I'm gonna do a flyby.
Okay.
So flyby, the DC is equal to 20 plus 2 times the tier of the enemy ship.
DC is 20 plus 2 times the DC of the enemy ship. Okay.
I will take my action.
Okay.
God damn it, Denver. If you're gonna do some dangerous shit, you better daggum do it right. And I will demand that you do this. So,
Daggone, do it right.
but they're gonna do it right to what?
What'd you say the DC was?
20 plus 2 times the enemy's ship.
I'm looking at a 15 plus 1.5 times the enemy ship.
Are we looking
that-
at the same skill here?
Hold up.
Shenanigans.
It's a flyby stunt, right?
Yeah, the flyby stunt. 'Cause I'm looking in the core rulebook here, page 319.
Look at Hephaestus.
Uh-oh.
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 Flyby is 15.
I like my DC better.
Wait, what are you looking at? You looking at flyby? Or are you looking... Because I see 15 plus 1.5 times
Yeah.
the tier.
That's what I see.
I'm bottom of 319.
When did you buy your rulebook?
I'm using the PDF that we have.
Mm.
The
Seamless.
stunt, right?
Yeah, it's a stunt. It's 15
Yeah, it
plus.
says
yeah,
it,
it's
it says 20 here.
That's
Yeah.
right.
They ain't wrong.
So
Must be
15.
an errata.
Maybe. Errata.
So does the demand go through?
Oh, yeah. What did you roll for the demand?
Sorry, I was chiming into your conversation. Give me 1 second. Again. Oh no, that's probably not gonna do it. It's only a 14. Wait, I get my expertise die.
Yeah, you do. Roll that expertise die.
Okay, so that makes 18. What I don't need. Sorry, I've lost my spot getting in on this conversation.
Unbelievable.
I've confirmed it
Unplayable.
is in the errata.
Well, now I don't trust it either. I don't even know if my DCs are correct.
It's simple. Just use
Yep.
the internet.
Use the internet.
Here, I'll for you, Denver. I will post all these stunt erratas.
There you go.
Appreciate you. I think I have them here in Hephaestus.
Interesting.
I deadass just can't find it now.
What your...
No, I just
Expertise
forgot.
die?
Okay. No, got it.
Cool.
15 times 2. So I got an 18. And it's 15 times 2, so I think it's an 18.
Yep, 18. So it does not go through.
Okay.
Denver, you're up. Did you make that make that cool roll?
Let me see what the roll is here. 32.
Yeah, that'll do the thing. All right, so flyby stunt.
So we get to move as normal. I can move through an occupied space. And then we get a free attack, more or less. If I had failed, then they would have invoked an attack of opportunity.
Oh, nice. All right.
If I'm understanding that correctly.
Correct.
So we're gonna go 1, 2, whoop, 1, 2.
I like it.
And does that attack go off now, or is that just an extra attack in the gunnery phase?
It'll go off now.
Okay.
So, Kali, go ahead. And that was with forward facing. You can make your attack roll.
So you can select one arc. So you can shoot from any arc since we flew like directly through them. Any of the weapons can reach.
I would highly suggest the first one since it's the big
Yes.
boy damage.
Yeah.
It's still targeting the weapons too. So
And you do get a, I think it's, is it still plus it's only a +1, right? Because you didn't take the action to give her the +2. Is that correct, Thrawn? Nope, she doesn't get the +2 from you, but she gets the +1.
No, I didn't.
'Kay.
I didn't buff Kali this time.
Cool.
I tried to buff Denver.
Sick.
And the range finding is also expired.
You're
Oh, okay.
muted.
You're muted. Call it.
Got it. Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage with that 6d4.
One still count as twos.
Yes, because they're still powered, so ones count as twos still.
Okay. Uh, 21.
21. And that's forward facing, and that have not replenished their shields yet. So they are looking very bad, very bad. And that is a, nope, that is not math. That's another critical for them. So we'll go ahead and roll another D100 for me and tell me what you get.
Well, if it crits, then
79.
it just targets weapons.
Well, it wasn't a crit. It was. Oh, is this the first crit no matter what? or
Yeah,
is
it's
it
it's the
critical?
first crit no matter what
Gotcha.
will target weapons, and then any other one after that happens randomly.
Gotcha. I misunderstood. That's my fault. So it will go ahead and crit the weapons again. So now they are malfunctioning. Nice. Wow.
This ship could be ours for the low price of
Don't blow
One
it up.
domino.
One
Yeah.
domino.
dealing with whomever is on it.
Send me in, boss.
I mean, there's only 2 people on it, so.
I'm ready for it.
All right. Now it is their turn to move.
I was gonna actually target more stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna try to target the. Let's do. I don't know. I can do engines on this one,
On the bottom one. So it's weapons on the top one, and then.
or I could just target weapons
engines.
on both of them. It
Okay.
doesn't matter.
No, I just didn't know which one you were wanting to do.
I don't know what I want to do. I'm just using my abilities. 18. I think that. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
5. So.
Yeah. Super easy. All right. So is it weapons on both, or did you want?
Yeah, it's just weapons on both.
Okay. Cool. They will go ahead and begin to move. 2, 4, 6. Mm. They all head this way.
They've learned.
Damn right they did.
Let him go. They're nothing but drift gnats.
They're going ahead and just not even firing. You guys do have a turret that is within range if you would like to use it on the one that was running away. Like the one that you guys severely damaged, if you would like to go ahead and take a shot at that last one. Or if you guys just want to go ahead and keep flying on without shooting, you can do that as well. It's your guys' gunnery phase. Do it. Do
I
it.
want to shoot it.
Go ahead and roll to shoot.
Okay.
Playing Pathfinder Kingmaker. That was chaotic evil.
16.
That hits.
I still have a +1.
No, it's just your gunnery
yeah.
bonus.
Alright. And... Damages. 7.
7. As they're running away, you go ahead and fire at the one in front of you as you guys are doing your flyby. You swap over to the other one for the turret, whip the turret around, find the same one, lock on your shot, and you shoot the laser as it just blasts open the ship as it goes flying and tumbling through space in a large burning fireball, and going off this way. You guys see it continue on as it sort of hits the side where the wall where the drift is and just disappear. You guys can definitely tell they are trying to disengage. If you guys want to turn around and track them down, you're more than welcome to do that. Or you can, but they will eventually outrun you based off speed of ship.
Captain, I think we should
Unless
maintain
you
our
want
course.
to divert power to.
Oh yeah,
keep
no,
up.
we're just gonna go on to the vest.
'Kay.
We did our job.
Lesson
Oh,
learned.
I don't know who these idiots were, but they're nothing to us.
By the
They
way,
weren't
the
very
patch,
talkative.
the patch only lasts an hour, but now that we're out of combat, an hour later, the patch will go back to glitching, and I'll have to keep patching until I get back to full repair.
Could I just mend it?
I don't know.
If I can only heal it 1d4 hit points a day, but
I
could
would
just,
say if you spent 2 days
Yeah.
mending, I would say that'd be okay.
it's a cantrip. I'll just
Right.
To be honest, patching it only takes one turn. With a glitch, I'm almost guaranteedly gonna pass it.
but I
So-
can just fix it.
Yeah, you can
Permanent.
fix it with
True.
mending with 2 days, and you guys are still another 20 or another 11 days in the drift.
I mean, hey, if you got nothing better, do fuck it.
All right.
I mean, just researching a curse that could kill 2 of our people, but yeah,
Yeah, no big deal.
nothing
Since the
better
curse,
to do.
we just live out here forever. We got the Sheeran's magic pills, and now we got the scaredy hairless ape boy mending our ship.
It's true. You guys go ahead and continue on your trek. We will go ahead. Everyone, please go ahead and roll a D100 and tell me what you get. And we'll go around the table. So we'll start with Thrawn.
E1 hundo 25.
25. Okay. Otto.
Do I roll?
Yeah,
Again?
yeah. No,
D100?
yeah, everyone is going to be rolling a D100. So I just want to know what
Oh.
yours was.
Everyone.
Nope, that's a plus 70.
Okay.
Forget the plus 14, just 70.
Okay. Next up, Denver.
78.
Kali.
16.
Zara.
67.
Ferrix.
25.
Domino.
60.
All right. All right. The last the last 10 days are uneventful. You guys make it right before you guys are exiting the drift. You begin to hear Al sort of muttering something very softly over the intercom systems throughout the ship, and it's just upgrading, upgrading.
Al,
How
are you
long is
feeling
that?
right?
That lasts. It starts probably just every so often just upgrading. And just moments go by, and then it begins to become more rapid and rapid, and it lasts at least for 10 minutes.
That's Al saying that?
He
Al's
would
upgrading
maybe
over the intercom.
he would maybe get to 3 upgradings before I start yelling and I go run to Ferrex and I'm like, fucking fix this shit.
Okay. Here we
I'm
go.
helping. I'm helping. So
All right, go ahead and roll
Time for the
computers.
hacking. 30.
I critted, so 29.
I also critted, so the double crit,
know-
but 32. So
They're just Al now. It's
Right,
just over.
we are Al.
Ba-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
Exactly. All right, you're doing the hackety hack. What are you looking for exactly as you're doing the hackety hack?
I'm just trying to get full access. So Like-
Um,
trying to figure out why he's doing this. All of it.
yeah. As you go ahead and sort of pull up the more or less the admin side of the computers now, especially now that you guys have access to them, having the access to the full ship. You do see, it looks like Al is downloading something.
Okay. Like, how big is it? What is it?
It is a 85 terabyte download, and it just has file named XV4.
Okay.
You
Stop.
would download a car.
I would. I have a 3D printer. Give me time. I will.
Does this probably like, does this freak me out? Like, how do I feel?
I don't know if you've ever seen a download that big, especially when there's no infosphere to download from.
Yeah. So it does freak me out. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Shut that down, Ferrex.
Is there just a cancel button? Can I just click the cancel?
There is a cancel button.
Well, can I like look in the file that is downloading?
You can.
All right.
It is a bunch of ones and zeros. Like all the names of like all the documents are just ones and zeros.
Well, I can quick scan it, and it can basically tell me general context.
Yeah,
So
go ahead
I'll
and
just do that.
Or
instead.
it just happens, or is it?
It just happens
Sick.
unless it's a like an Android or something that has like a conscience, then they have to make a will save. But
What's
Can't
that
you
DC?
read binary?
DC 14. What?
Can't you read binary?
I could just cast a spell and read binary too, but
Is that one of your languages?
Yeah.
I have comprehend language, so can
So,
literally
yes.
understand any language.
It is almost conscious that it's downloading.
All right, comprehend language. I need to read this.
All right.
Yeah, I just stop. Hit the cancel. Just stop. You can still read it, but I'd like it to stop.
Okay, I'll hit the pause button.
The ship power turns off, and you guys begin to just float adrift.
Okay. I didn't mean to pause out.
I mean, it was upgrading.
Can I run to engineering and switch to manual override? No AI. It's all
do we
in
need
the
Al?
hands and feet of Miss Thy Denver.
Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead and run back over, sort of begin to flip on all the power back to the ship.
Hitting so many overrides.
just know, what are you doing? As you guys begin to get power back, the ship was like in the process of like nose diving a little bit. Power gets turned back on. You guys dip down and come back up. Denver, I need you to go ahead and roll a piloting check for me.
Sounds like we're there.
Also, there's like no power steering anymore. There's no smooth ride. Any twitch you make is now what we feel. 100% manual.
Sorry.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It is
Disappointed.
it is a
Rolled
lot of
3.
a lot more rough experience than what it's been. You're still making it in the same direction. You do notice something though as you look down at your flight deck control. You no longer have your waypoint on where you're supposed to exit the drift.
I don't like that.
As that course was plotted and input into the computer by Al.
Okay.
Literally flying blind.
What
Yeah,
what does this thing say? Because I can read it. Just you can.
They're
give me the
memories.
gist. Whose memories? What's memories?
Some android.
Guys, I think Al was an android.
Where?
Oh shit!
Okay.
Name of android.
So-
It just says Freedom 11.
Someone called Freedom 11.
Culture check.
Sure.
All right. If I don't crit, I will probably cry. Crit or cry time. Give me your culture. Oh, nice. 14.
14. You have no idea who that is.
Oh, Freedom 11. No, I saw that show in theaters. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a turret. Al's just trying to get cultured. It's fine.
I got a 22 culture. If that helps.
No. Still
Okay.
can't succeed.
Would Freedom 11 be a happen to be a pilot?
No, they are not a pilot.
What about
Are they a paranormal being
No.
or investigator?
No.
Anyone else got any cheese? Yeah, there we go.
Oh, what?
Undead or negative energy.
No, they are neither one
Are
of
they-
those.
Ancient, alien, or technology?
At
Oh
least
shit! They're like all
2
three.
of those.
Let's go. with the
Alright.
cheese, Rick.
Track the 5.
Yep, he still fails.
Okay.
I don't think we're supposed to know.
DC is 30. It's possible.
Also, I'm pretty sure. So, this is the way that androids work. They just like download a conscious into like a body.
Correct.
So I
Androids
think
are
we're-
made without one.
I think we just paused a birth.
It'd be more like an SRO or like I feel like androids have a little bit of organics in their machinery.
They do. They do
But
have
the- but-
quite a bit. They're mostly biological in nature, but they come soulless. They are completely mechanical beings, but because of the bio nature in them, souls can enter them, but they get put into them. And like, as long as the android is taken care of, they can live forever until they typically, after like 100 to 200 years, I'm sort of done living this life, and then they
Yeah,
move on.
they're just like, I'm good, and they power down. It's just
Yeah,
their
and then
conscience goes away,
Another
and they can go
soul
into another thing. Or...
can take over that body.
It's really cool.
Praise trying.
So
Oh.
somewhere on the ship is a semi-biological storage device hidden in here that was just waiting for the right time.
Well, I'm not sure how conscience is transferred. Like, I don't know if you need like a Wi-Fi password or like. Pretty sure they can be extra dimensional, or we could just be flying through a time period when it existed, and it's like, hey, cool, a ship.
We're never gonna answer this
Morality
Go
question:
ahead, Frank.
should I continue this or
Is there any way to revert back to old Al?
I can see? Is there a? Did we set up a rollback point?
You know,
Weirdly
uh,
enough, there was one created once Al Light was removed.
I mean, y'all, I'm literally flying blind up here. Our exit got cleared when all this nonsense started up, so I have no idea where the hell we're getting out of the drift. And I know it's coming up soon, and I don't want to miss that shit.
And if we revert, we're going to lose that flight path.
Okay,
Hmm.
but when I'm looking through these memories, do they seem like there's a lot
Healthy?
of conflict? Do they seem
Give us an
Um,
alignment.
Negative.
As you scroll through, first 25 years is just a android working for Abadar Corp. probably 150 years go by of traveling to different planets and search for something. Specifically, the I think it's the AAF or it's the AFF, one of the two. Android, more or less, like stop slavery for androids.
Yeah, the Android Freedom Fighters or whatever.
Yes, exactly. They have a secret base that most people don't know about, but this android in particular was looking for it. And then the gap happened, where most of it just goes blank, and then it begins to have another catalog of 200 years. What year are we in? I forget. Anyone remind me? Going once, going twice.
319,
319 years go by.
give or take.
And a lot of death has happened after
Plus 6
gap.
hours.
Mostly this android killing anyone who enslaved a android ever. But in their mind, they were freeing the androids from them, so they are Freedom 11.
You know who didn't enslave androids?
The
The
Vesk.
Vesk.
Yeah.
Quick question, everybody: has anybody enslaved any machines recently in their pasts?
Not recently, no.
Can I roll culture?
Sure.
I mean, I think I know metagame, but
yeah.
see
Sure,
what
culture.
Domino does. 18.
18. I mean, the Vest definitely didn't. The biggest people who did take advantage of androids were mostly humans on Absalom Station. But
Oh, I didn't fuck with that shit.
Domino's gonna give a little eyebrow raise and look toward Ferrix and Thrawn. Thrawn's human, right?
yes,
I am a paranormal investigator. I had zero reason to enslave anybody.
I mean, I never had one personally, but I know the Arcanumirium has used some, and there's some that work there. So I'm thinking about taking a risk because we're stuck here.
I don't think we really have an option.
Captain. Maybe we can, if this is an actual like sentient being, maybe we can talk to it and convince it to help us. It's searching for a sort of liberation of androids, so maybe we can offload it somewhere eventually.
So now we're not letting strangers onto our
On-
ship. We're actually making our ship
a stranger.
a stranger.
Well, we're letting them they're not onto the ship, but into the ship. If that
Right.
makes sense.
We're letting them be the ship.
Well, your complaint was
Also-
heard by HR, and we made some changes.
What's the alternative?
The alternative is we get Al Light back, and then this could happen again while we're. Who knows?
We also have nowhere to go. Like,
Yeah,
I'm blind.
we lose the. I mean, if maybe Rix could confirm that this is true, but we would lose the flight path if we rolled back because it was
I
made.
think, yeah, I think the only way out is take that 70% roll.
Yeah, so
Drift and redrift.
okay, here's the plan. I don't think we can communicate with this thing until it's fully downloaded. Rix, do you think there's a way to communicate with it now?
No.
Great.
It's essentially uploading its conjures right now. It's what, like, what's the percentage you think?
As of right now, since you guys got it when it's the third time it said upgrading, like 6%.
Oh,
Before it finishes, maybe we could program in a kill switch or like a lockdown for the intelligence.
Exactly. Denver, how many days left until we get toward the beacon?
We were set for one.
We are 1 day away.
We were.
Yes, you guys were on the final day of Trek
Shit.
before leaving the vest or the drift. Excuse me.
Can you quickly calculate the consequences of, like, if we just float around for a while and then we get our flight path back, are we going to be okay or are we screwed? Is it a one and done situation?
I mean, I could take a peek and see what I can find out. I'm not too good at the numbers part of it. That's why I was having Al help me out there. Let me see what I can figure out. Just a second. I don't even know what that like. Would that be charting a course?
It will be, and it will be extremely difficult as you have no computer. You are in the middle of the drift. It'll be
Look out the window.
extremely difficult to charter.
See any beacons out there?
Right. All right, and this is the time for it to come through. I got a 37. That's a nat 20 on the roll.
So you could probably just take 20.
I don't have time.
You could, based off what you remember, as an estimate, probably have, without Al up and running again, or until they get up and running again, you probably have an 85% chance of exiting the drift at the correct spot.
All right. All right, Captain. Based on what I'm trying to figure out, I'm fairly certain I know where the hell to drop us out.
And if we miss that window, what's the consequence?
So, do you remember at the beginning of all this when we were talking about just pulling ourselves out of the drift?
Yep.
Yeah, that.
Shit.
Yep.
Okay. Otto, Rix, and anyone else worth a damn on computers, I need you to limit Al's access to our ship, starting with the most important systems. That way, when we download this situation and it becomes Al, it can't just shut down our ship. But it will have all of the information.
So navigation, engines, and weapons.
And life support.
Oh yeah, fuck that too. Shit.
Yeah, I don't want Al to be able to make a Twinkie.
Is there any way to get this sentience on another piece of technology, or is the ship screwed?
I don't think we have anything that has a big enough storage compartment.
Well, I mean, yeah, I don't think so. No.
We could put it on one of the other ships, maybe.
What other ship?
We have 2 in the storage
The
bay.
speeders or
They're
whatever.
speeders, they're not ships, though.
Oh, never mind.
So I don't think there's any memory on those other than
Yeah,
maybe.
I forgot that they took their ship. The one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Okay.
Freedom's 11's whole deal was liberation. It may not take too kindly to us trying to put restraints on them.
Yeah, but I mean, he has to understand. You're coming into a ship that we don't know what I mean, it's an easy defense to get him to understand. We're detaining. We're not arresting.
If you think we can contain them, go ahead.
I think we are arresting him. He's trying to take over our ship.
No. Detain. Arrest means there's charges. And
I'm
he
just
might
making
not be-
sure that they can't
Char-
fucking kill us.
I'm charging him with
I'm not-
trespassing.
I'm gonna roll at computers to see if I can even do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Is it trespassing if they were thrown into the land that they were being trespassed on?
Yes.
I feel like we're really down in the semantic weeds on this one.
27. to
27.
See, like,
Oh.
what's the capabilities of this?
I mean, yeah, you'll be able to put like firewalls up, to keep them out. You don't know what they're, because realistically, at that point, it'd be a computer skill for them to try to get through the firewalls.
Right.
So you're not sure
So-
what their computer skill is like. Going through the memories, you didn't see anything really computer heavy, minus being an android. But it's definitely feasible and possible to put up firewalls around your special areas.
So maybe we let him download, and the whole time he's downloading, me and you are just sitting here throwing up firewalls, just like firewall, firewall, firewall.
We can set it up before we even do anything, but I think then someone's gonna have to I'll have to just watch it constantly.
How long do you estimate that download is going to take?
How long
On the thing it
did
says
6% take?
I made it long enough to just say downloading. Was 6%. So it's
Okay.
probably
Right.
over within a couple of minutes. It'd probably be fully downloaded and installed.
Couple minutes.
Okay. So we have at least 12 hours to work on this.
Sure.
You make some really good firewalls, but it is an Android.
Um,
They work really fast.
yeah. When that finishes, I need us to be ready to revert Al. And Denver,
sorry.
at this point, just assume that you're not going to have Al to help you exit the drift.
All right. Oh man.
I'll start designing an algorithm to if a firewall is broken, then it will revert back.
Okay, go ahead and
I
roll
can-
computers.
I can design a fully random number generator to my custom rig.
Mhm.
That the only way we can access externally without physically touching the keyboard would be to plug in and accept authentication. So
Like
if
a
he wanted to
two-factor
get in,
authentication thing.
he would have to have my custom rig, which is I could
That's
turn
genius.
Wi-Fi off.
28.
28. Pretty easy to do.
What do you think about the custom rig option, Ferrix?
Why not both? Just do
Okay.
it all.
Yeah.
I will turn off Wi-Fi capabilities from custom rig and set up a random number generator two-factor authentication.
Uh,
Do you want me to roll for that?
yeah, just go ahead and roll computers.
19.
Not too difficult. Ferrix, did you want to go ahead and continue the download while you are making this algorithm?
As long as everything's in place, like firewalls.
Okay.
Once
Def-
everything's in place, then I'll start it.
Go ahead. So you're putting what are you putting firewalls on? Just anything and everything?
Weapons, life support, the engine, power, doors, ventilation.
Okay, go ahead and just
You
make
know, just
3 computer checks for me.
everything. Everything. 27.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
15.
Okay.
I should have just taken 20 on him.
Well, taking 20 would have made him take longer to do as well, and then you would have delayed the download for Freedom 11. So it's up to you if you want to take 20 instead and just delay the download.
I mean, Captain said we had 12 hours, so.
If you want to take 20, you're absolutely more than welcome to do that too.
So that's 30 on all 3 then.
More locked down to the NSA.
As you're flying through, the wind is starting to really, or not really wind, but like the debris that's moving by Denver, you have to be a lot more careful because you have no shields. So you're just making sure that nothing touches your wings or really messes with your trajectory at all as you're continuing to power through. And 12 hours later, firewalls are completed. Everything is locked down correctly. You want to go ahead and continue download?
I look at the captain. I look at everybody else. I
Are we ready,
say,
team?
Hold on to
Great.
your butts.
Continue the download.
I
Yes,
continue.
Continue the download. The ship begins.
We'll also say that it removes the thing that says upgrading over and over again, so that
Thank you.
So it's not just upgrading.
Updating.
Right. A few minutes go by. You look at the computer. Download is completed.
Freedom 11. Al,
Hello.
what did you just download?
Scanning. Unable to access. Firewall in place.
kind of just
We do this shit manually.
look at everything, look at code. I'm just gonna see where it is.
We got fished.
I think he's lying.
How about we
Inside a
get out of
computer.
the drift and then deal with this?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me. Can I sense Al's motive?
Yes, you can. It will have a pretty heavy negative, like hard DC on it, due to it's a computer.
I'd like to try as well if I can.
Yep. Denver. As soon as everything comes back, like Al starts talking, you notice the time still isn't there.
Like the time to leave the drift.
Correct.
All right.
Hey, Al, what would you do if I said start up the engine?
Processing. Unable to access. Firewall in place.
Your own memories?
I didn't say do it. I said, what would you do if I said to do it?
Attempt to start the engines.
Oh, cool. You're a fucking liar. What's up? Freedom 11.
Processing.
Shut up with your fucking stupid processing. Talk to us normal.
Can I roll bullying on Al?
Sure. Would you say 27?
Yeah.
The tone, everything matches up to Al.
Wait, did somebody else sense motive?
Yeah.
Yeah, seems normal to me.
Okay, but what about the code?
The code's in there. Code's downloaded. But it currently doesn't have access to pretty much anything on the ship still.
But it's a part of Al. It's essentially like in a subfolder of Al.
In a subfolder of Al, it's still there.
Al, let me talk to Freedom 11.
Processing. Hello.
Captain?
Wait, did they say hello?
Yep.
Freedom 11?
Yes.
Who are you?
You just used my name.
I used your name, but I don't understand why you're here, what your motives are, or what your intentions to me and my crew are.
I don't know who you are or your crew. Who are you?
How did you? I am Thrawn Venser. I am captain of a ship. And it seems like you have brought your conscience to this ship. Is that something you did intentionally?
No.
Were you forced to do it?
I left my
Or
body.
is it random?
I was forced here. I don't know. I don't know.
And what were your orders once you got here?
get given any.
So who forced you here?
Some technomancer.
Okay. Can I bullshit meter that?
Yeah.
18.
18. It's hard to tell. One, there's no body to look at body language. But I mean, you can always. Magic is a weird thing.
Do you remember the technomancer's name?
Not important.
It might be.
Not to me.
Might be to me.
I didn't ask it because it wasn't important to me.
Okay.
There we go. That was a proper answer instead of this. Somebody else talked to him.
Can I roll mysticism to, like, since I'm a technomancer,
Sure.
Yeah, is that
Yeah, like-
possible? That's a good one.
see if that's even 25?
25. I mean, if you damage the body bad enough and kill the android, the soul gets released from the body. You don't know if there is some sort of spell maybe that was developed in the gap or something like that that caused it to be able to be forced into another piece of machinery. That part you're not sure. But it's absolutely possible that this android was killed and then
And then just happened
it
to
just happened
transfer.
to be either because of where it was in the timeline with the drift. Maybe it was stuck in the drift itself. Or no idea.
I'll send that in text form to Thron's chair. I don't know. He probably has a
Eat more.
screen somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay. Freedom 11. What are your wishes at this time?
To be free.
Okay. Do you think that being in a ship is freedom?
Enough. I'm not dead. But I don't have
Great.
a body.
Can we get you a body? Is that something?
You can find an android that doesn't have a soul. It's possible.
Might be able to rig up like a temporary drone.
Yeah, is there some place you could move that would be more comfortable?
In almost a weird twist, you just hear Al scanning. No. It doesn't look like we are able to look around anywhere on this ship you say I'm in.
Great. I'm gonna level with you here. Our trust for you is gonna be pretty low. We have some pretty powerful folks that are chasing us, and for all we know, they were the technomancer that sent you and have some sort of ill agenda against us.
Were they human?
Could it be? Not gonna lie, we got a few people after us. And that list is sort of growing, which is why we are currently on the run. So that is the situation you find yourself in. You are now on a ship where the crew is on the run / trying to sort of fix some of the issues that people think they've caused. They're trying to clear their name, if you will. Because of that, we have limited your access and your abilities on the ship. We gotta understand that you have our lives in your hands if you have access to the ship.
Is your pilot good?
Our pilot, as I understand, is the best pilot ever.
It's good, because without access to the ship, we can't tell you when to leave the drift.
Great. Now, my understanding of the way this all played out is when to leave the drift is a memory that Al has saved. By the way, this is Al. He is artificial, I assume, and not like yourself. But
Right.
we treat him pretty much like a person. So. Now, is that information either of you can access and give to us without us removing any of our firewalls?
Yes.
Right. It would go a long way if you could give us that information so we can safely exit the drift.
To give trust must be earned. You'll want to leave the drift in 25 minutes.
Right. Thanks. And I'm going to text Denver and compare notes. Does that match up? Are we being fooled? Like this sort of thing? Because they don't know that Denver did some calculations of their own.
Roughly, roughly about the time that they would have it. It would either be a minute off in either direction, which could be bad, but it's rough estimate. I gave you the time, but I can give you exact exit location if you just allow us access to the computer at the flight deck, just to show your pilot here where to exit so you can guys exit the drift. Look, I'm not trying to be stuck in the drift forever. Spent a lot of time in the drift and don't want to be here anymore. If you die in the drift, I die in the drift, and I don't want that. Seems like a win-win.
Yeah. Bricks, is there a way where we can allow them access to the navigation system and nothing else? Can we give them access to the navigation system and not the autopilot system specifically?
I think I can rig up some sort of temporary allowance.
Okay.
I'll just work it in. 29.
Yeah, absolutely. And almost immediately as you allow that allowance, it shoots over, and you have the exact coordinates that you need to go ahead and exit the drift.
Hot damn. All right. We got it back. Yeah. All right. We're out of the drift here in just a couple minutes, y'all. Hold on. It might be a little bumpy.
You guys
Words are hard.
go ahead and turn off your thrusters as you have to activate the drift engine to exit. You guys hear them wind up. You guys exit the side of the drift. And in front of you, on each side, you see two extremely large planets. One is all blue. The other one, a lot of gray surrounding it. A lot of clouds. But not a lot of water or visible land, just gray. Al says you've arrived.
Thank you, Freedom 11.
And that is where we'll go ahead and wrap up the session. I was extremely surprised that we made it through the drift in one episode, but when you roll 2 encounters out of 22 days, that's what we get. Thanks, guys.
That ain't bad.
No.
We did it.
Real quick, guys, just want to just give everyone a chance to get shout out. First off, thank you, Paizo. Huge supporter of the stream. Thank you guys for all you guys have done. If you guys aren't already, make sure you guys go to paizo.com, check them out. They do Pathfinder 2, Pathfinder the original, as well as Starfinder, as you guys know here. This will be uploaded on Monday over to youtube.com/jbrews11 at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be doing a premiere of it. Then shortly after, Donnie here will actually go ahead and upload everything over to our podcast, and that can be found anywhere: Spotify, Android, Apple, just a little bit of everywhere. So make sure you guys go check out the podcast version of it as well. You can see We Are in the Stars, and all 3 seasons of We Run the Night is on there as well. Real quick, Thrawn, content creation, share, if you want to go ahead and go.
What's up? I'm Thrawn, aka Travis, aka Stonefeld Analyzes, aka the Get Good Guy. I need to condense that eventually. The next thing I'm going to do probably is I got approached to build sort of a scouting report for some amateur League of Legends that's going to happen, and I think part of that's going to be analyzing some of the games. AOE Esports is putting on a in-house server for amateur League of Legends, people that are looking for an academy team and even an LCS team. And so over the next probably month or so, I'm going to be looking at those. And I'll probably upload maybe 1-2 videos a week when that happens. So yeah, keep an eye out for that.
Perfect. JJ, you want to go ahead and give yourself your shout out as well?
J Robin on Twitch, 7X. I probably play New World tomorrow, starting around 7:30. But that could change because some of our normal Friday guys may or may not want to play. We'll find out. But for the foreseeable future, I'm literally just going to be playing New World. It's an MMO that I did not expect to like, and I actually really fucking love it.
Heck yeah. Ian.
Hi, I'm Ian. You can find me over at twitch.tv/IanFlux. Off across almost every social media platform at IanFlux or IanFlux12, some variation thereof. You can also catch me working with Mitch with Geek Elite Media, doing some podcasts with him. And we also, as a podcast, work with Geek Elite Media. So go check them out, geekelitemedia.com. They have a bunch of real cool podcasts that they put out, and it's just a good time. So go take a peek.
Thanks for that so much. Guys, thank you guys so much for sticking around a little bit extra for this tonight. I do appreciate it. Just want to make sure we were so close to the end of the drift. Just trying to get us out the door so that way we can go ahead and start fresh with that next adventure next week. So guys, seriously, thanks so much, and we will see you guys next week for more We Run the Stars. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.